Alright, last time on Beast World, we met our crew of adventurers for the first time. All of which had their journeys converge on a singular point at the Bristle Inn, the oldest known establishment in the Beast World. There they met the current proprietor, Glenn Novak, as well as each other. Ignatius Sortratus? Did I say that right?
Correct, Sortratus.
Sortratus, a silver dragon hailing from the western coast of Vigno, bearing equipment belonging to a military company. Vanya Davidin, and a small Murine, traveling alongside her companion Aski, the Black Ovine. Both individuals seem the odd pair, with Vanya's curiosity and Aski's dark magic. In the corner of the inn, we saw Aspen, the young barbarian bear from up north, enjoying a quiet meal by themselves, who remains unperturbed by most events around them. Over by the bar, enjoying a drink, we found Iset Nefertari, a mysterious jackal woman whose mere presence encapsulated Vanya's entire attention span. Shortly after barging in was the loud showmanship of the canine fighter Vegas and their traveling companion Charlotte Rhines, a stout fennec woman with the potency for the arcane. While everyone was busy eyeing each other up or just minding their own business, Glenn went to retrieve a fresh keg from his storage and was greeted by a haunting menagerie of skeletons armed with swords. In an instant, combat erupted in the inn as skeletons poured from the newly discovered dungeon entrance that had overtaken the storeroom. While pondering the sudden disturbance, a gray fox by the name of Cicero, who had been at the bar counter earlier, trots over to examine the bodies, while also noting the worrying sign of the dungeon's sudden appearance in the establishment. He also mentions that another delving crew likely won't arrive for several more days. Without further thought, the assembled seven depart down the spiraling staircase into the dungeon, a first for many of them. The hallways at the bottom were greeted with further skeleton reinforcements and a band of ghouls. The party found themselves clearing out room by room, dealing with a variety of undead and animated objects, before cutting down a phantom brethren that seemed to be the only enemy capable of speech so far. Tired and nearing the end of their exploration, we can only ponder what lies ahead. And with that, we resume where we left off last session.
What's left of our ghostly friend here?
Quite literally nothing. He's just
nothing.
Just disappeared.
He's just fucking gone.
Which direction?
Not even a drip of ectoplasm.
I have to get my notes out.
No weapons, no gold. That's the rude.
Yeah. Oh well. So, do we want to keep going this way, or do we head back to the library? Because I remember there was another dog there.
There was something interesting through that secret door.
Not gonna say it.
We should check out secret side paths before we continue on the road most traveled, I think.
Duh.
Let's see what's over there, yes.
Okay. These stars are weird. Husky, do you see anything?
What do I see with my funny 60 feet of dark vision?
Your 60 feet of dark vision reveals
I
a
would need to get
staircase going further down It is a little bit harder to see, but the staircase is wider.
Interesting.
Alrighty, then she will take a bit of a peek further down using her funny vision.
All right.
Um,
Yeah.
well-
With a bit further in, you start to realize that the staircase goes down, but it does stop. And at the very bottom is not only walls surrounding it, but a massive pile of bones, skeletal remains, even.
While approaching these stairs, can I start checking for traps?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a investigation.
Looks like there are a lot
Yeah, I'll
more
give it a go as well.
bones down there. I wonder if any of these are our friends from before came from.
We can always go look.
Quick look around, does not appear to be trapped in any way. In fact, there's not really a whole lot of anything other than the staircase and the remains.
So is this pitch black down here, or is it just
It's pretty
low
dark.
light? Yeah. Okay. Because we've got light source coming from Vegas,
Vegas.
right?
What's the light source again? Just the light spell?
It's the light spell.
Yeah.
So that's what, 20 feet, I think?
Let me check. for
Whatever it
clarif-
was.
Yep,
last
20
time,
bright,
yeah.
20 dim. I've got it
Mhm.
active on there.
Sick.
I'd kind of motion to the rest of the group. I'm gonna take a closer look. Just keep an eye out for me. Can I stealth up to the bones?
Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth check.
If
Uh-oh.
Well, with an 11, you tried to sneak up a bit closer to the bone pile to get a better look, but there was a stray bone on the staircase, and as you step on it, it cracks and makes a loud noise.
she just kind of.
Huh.
As you do that, you notice that some of the bone piles start to move, and at first what you think is the bones themselves getting up to move, no, something else is crawling out from beneath it.
Uh-oh.
Ugh.
Ooh.
As animated dead skin starts to crawl out and starts
God.
wailing as it tries to lunge for you, and we're gonna roll combat.
Is this Brethren as well? Or is it, are there beast skins in there
Oh.
too?
It is very hard to tell because there's no bone structure in them. They are just skin.
Oh, God.
In fact, you could say they are
Oh,
boneless.
yeah.
Surprise, that's the name of the enemy.
Oh, I know these things.
I've wanted to use them.
Oh,
for
there's
so
a
long.
second me on the initiative tracker.
Strange.
Do these guys flap around like sheet ghosts? That's kind of what they're reading like to me.
Oh, did you add yourself to initiative?
I did roll.
Okay. I don't know. Alright, well, I got it fixed.
Ah! Loud.
Yes, you can adjust that sound setting under Kobold. I think it's like turn ready up or something like that. It's under, let's see, configure settings. Kobold works ready up. You can adjust the volume from there. It is individual based.
I am missing a tracker for initiative.
Just at crossed swords, just right click those and you'll get a tracker.
Alright, so top of the round. Vegas.
Alright. So wait, is this like a wall of bones, like where the bones begin, or is it just difficult terrain?
It's more or less difficult terrain.
Okay, got it.
It's like a ball pit, but bones?
A bone pit, even.
Bone question mark?
Fun.
Well, let's spring into action here. I target. The music got louder.
Sorry. Making sure
It's all
last
good.
time on recording it was a little too quiet.
It's all good.
Make sure with the music, when you're in the music tab, to turn the playlists down. Don't turn individual songs down.
Oh, yeah,
because
that-
it will reset.
Yeah. That was part of one of the issues I fixed last time is I had to have a second tab mute. Fortunately, that 7 is going to
Wait.
swing a little wide.
With great weapon fighting, don't I get to re-roll 2s?
No, that is for damage, not attack rolls.
Too bad.
With great weapon fighting comes great responsibility.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth?
Alright, what else?
That's the... What can I do as a bonus action again? Is shoving available? Or is that an action?
Shoving is an action. An
Got it.
athletics check.
In which case... Oh, I have an action surge again. That might go to better use later, though. So I'm just gonna end my turn there, and so that's it.
Alright. Make sure to pass your turn.
Oh, right. Thank you.
Alright, it's set.
All right, time to lob an arrow at this guy.
$23 will hit. Massive damage. 10 damage.
Good. Don't think I have any useful bonus actions right now, so that's my turn.
Alright. Alright, this one is going to move up to the closest target, which happens to be Vanya, and it's going to make 2 slam attacks.
Uh-oh.
8 misses.
Oh, that hits.
19 will hit. You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And that's the end of its turn.
It's gotta be like getting beaten by a steak.
Gross.
Speaking of, this one's going to come over and attempt to slam you as well.
Alright.
It's going to miss. And that is also going to miss.
Aspen too dodgy.
Vanya, you're up.
After getting slammed by the one behind her, I'm gonna take a bonus action disengage.
Alright.
There we go. To get around here instead. Actually, I'm gonna go right here, next to our friend, and then I'm gonna take a stab at the the flesh bag thing in front of me. It's gross and I don't like it.
14 hits.
Damage and then sneak attack. Which I remember there was like a quick way. There we go.
Yeah, you should have a button for it. 1 extra point of sneak attack damage.
And
It's looking pretty bloodied now.
15, 20, 25, 30. There we go. That's me done.
Alright.
Ignatius.
Oh, I lowered it and it still got me. Okay. Alright, Ignatius is going to take a swing with his mace. He's going, slamming board this turn. And I remember now, I can do bonus attacks with my natural weapons.
Yeah, 23 hits, 9 bludgeoning damage. And what else are we doing?
I don't actually have those written down anywhere. It's just in my features. Skip my turn for now so I don't clog up the queue. Let's
Natural weapons. If you hit them. Yeah, so you can make a tail, claw, or bite attack as a bonus action. They deal 1d8 plus your strength mod, so just do a normal weapon attack.
Oh, it says I can just attack with them through the feature. Okay.
Oh,
perfect.
yes, it should be able to work through there. 14 hits. I was almost certain I programmed everything to work. So, if you've got a feature that actually does something, it should do something when you use it.
Okay, yeah, because I was wondering how I would use it through there, and it actually does work. Can't hit damage though. Hang on.
No damage button?
No, I hit it twice and it didn't do anything. I'm just gonna roll a 1d8 plus my strength mod manually.
Yeah.
The fact that bears can't bite as a natural weapon attack is something I'm going to take personal offense to.
And I'm just gonna call that one a tail swipe, because I sure as hell don't want anyone biting into that.
Okay, 8 more damage.
And that'll be the turn.
I mean, it's boneless. It's got no teeth either.
I'm not concerned about it biting me. I don't know where that thing's been.
Alright, the ski.
Okay, just gonna slip back into the shadows where she's most comfortable, targeting this one. Time for the old. Yeah.
18 will hit.
For 5 whole necrotic damage.
Nice. It is looking critical at this point.
Good to see. And I think I'm just gonna stay. Hey, let's breathe down Charlotte's neck during the end turn just for fun.
Aspen, you're up.
So I'd like to think Aspen's kind of blocked its attacks with the haft of the axe, and then they're just gonna kind of wheel round the head of the axe and try and swing with that.
Alright.
Alright, I have to target the thing, that helps. I'll remember one day.
Natural 16, that's gonna hit. For 9 points of damage, it is also now looking very critical.
And I don't think I have any bonus actions aside from rage, which I'm not going to use right now. So I'm good.
Alright. Charlotte.
Alright. I'm going to target the one that Vegas is fighting. And I'm going to try to cast Sacred Flame.
Alright.
The best. Nothing.
It succeeds. Weird. It
All
took
right.
half damage for some reason.
That's weird.
That's the save or suck.
And I'm gonna move forward just to be besides Vegas and Niset, and that will be my turn. I got in my initiative.
Yep. Alright. Well, it's unfortunate that it failed its save. Or it succeeded the save, rather. Because it is on death's door at this point. It is going to attempt to slap Vegas. Natural 17 is going to hit. For 6 points of damage. And in comes the second slam. 11 will miss, though. Each time these things are slamming into you, it looks like they're trying to get a grip on you, and they are struggling.
Gross.
Because they don't have any bones to grip with.
Vegas, sure.
They just want to be your skin suit.
Wouldn't it be funny if I had, like, Tavern Brawler and I used this as an improvised weapon, and it was like, you know, when you whip somebody with in the locker room?
Oh my god.
I was gonna
Oh.
say getting grabbed by one of these would be
Twisted.
like getting wrapped up in a meat rug, but then I remember what rugs can do in D&D.
Yeah, I don't like it. These things, they gotta be nasty at this point.
Yeah, so anyway, I hit it.
Well, what'd I do?
Thank goodness.
Nope, wrong one.
Wow. That damage roll.
And I just cleave through it. I cut it to ribbons. And then I put my greatsword back, and then I approach this one.
Oh god. What's happening?
And I'm gonna action surge, baby. And I'll attack this one.
Is having technical difficulties in the background. Let's try to get rid of cursor or whatever. I'll fix it later. Alright, yeah, that one's down. That one will hit. Said you popped action surge for this one.
Correct.
Alright. Yep, 9 more points
Barely
of
popped that.
slashing damage.
And that's it.
Alright, it's set.
Alright.
Make sure to pass the turn, Gal.
Sorry.
There we go. Since that one is dead, I'm going to lob an arrow at this guy up here instead.
$19 will hit.
And that's it.
Alright, this boneless's turn. It is, once again, going to try and smother you. Uh, 18 will hit. 6 points of damage. Natural 16 is going to hit for 6 more damage. And because it hit you with both attacks, it is going to use... You are now considered grappled by it. And it is going to attempt to crush you.
Ew.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
You need to make a strength saving throw.
Easy.
Alright, and then let's see... Okay. Well, hold on to that saving throw. Because it's supposed to be at the start of your turn when that happens. But for right now, you are considered grappled and blind.
Oh. Still chugging though.
Yeah, I'm trying to find positions where they at. Alright. End of that creature's turn. Vanya, you just watched this thing literally kind of like open itself and wrap around Vegas in an attempt to smother him.
Okay.
Get it
Gonna-
off.
Run on over. Hang in there, Vegas! Gonna stab at it. With
Just
my
cut
action.
through it and into me.
Probably, but we'll see.
15 hits.
Damage.
5 damage.
And I'm assuming sneak attack
Sneak
works?
attack, yes. Additional 3 points of damage. It is looking bloodied now.
I'd like to make my bonus offhand attack as well.
Alright.
This doesn't include my... Never mind, it's not one anyway.
Rip.
What if we got one of those vintage rug beaters?
Right. And she's just kind of desperately trying to saw this thing off of Vegas at the moment. And then I'm gonna pass to Ignatius.
Okay, so I don't really have to worry about slapping the dude that's being grappled, right?
Yeah. You should be fine as long as you just, you know, target
Cool.
them.
Well, I know darn well what I'm about to do.
Bonk.
I
23
bonk
will hit.
hard.
6 points of bludgeoning damage. You start just beating it over the head, being somewhat careful to not hit Vegas himself.
Only a little careful.
that was
14
so
will
close.
hit.
Okay, I hit damage and it didn't go through, but when I hit attack a second time and damage a second time, it worked.
Yeah, I'll probably roll the, just go ahead and roll the damage. I will go through and fix it after the fact. I think it is unable to calculate the strength portion for some reason.
Funny.
11 damage? That kills it.
Alright, now let's peel Vegas out of it.
Yep.
Yeah, Ignatius is
yes.
probably doing a checkup on him. I didn't smack you in the head, did I?
Sorry if I stabbed you, Vegas.
I'm fine.
Are you alright?
Yeah. I'm still blind.
Yeah, let me fix you.
Ew.
Hi.
Gross, disgusting,
Curious
vile,
little
ew.
things, huh? All these bones around. Wonder what
Can-
makes ours so special to them.
Magic users, can somebody
Prestidigitation?
Thank you.
I've got it.
I need that.
Yeah, please, me too. Just go.
Oh, it's fine. You're only a little juicy.
I shouldn't
I
be juicy. I should be
Unfortunately,
juiceless.
don't have it. But
No
I am
amount of
going.
juice is okay for me right now.
I'm going
Everyone
to-
is juicy.
I'm going to cure wounds,
On the
Vegas.
inside.
Thank you.
Oh, that was baloney.
Oof.
That was Min.
3 more points of healing. They're no longer bloodied.
I've got that potion that the fox gave me, and she's gonna pass it over to Vegas. I actually didn't have one on my sheet, so you're gonna have to.
Yo, yeah, what was that?
What was what?
Oh, ominous dungeon atmosphere. Got it.
Yeah, that was part
I'm
of the
hearing this
soundtrack.
monster, and I'm like, is this a queue? I don't see any new like characters.
Aspen's just gonna like poke around the bones with the axe.
Yeah, I was gonna ask,
Anyway.
can I search around in there?
Yeah.
I wanna
Anybody digging through the bone pile or looking through, make perception or investigation checks.
What's
Okay.
perception?
Perception.
God, my rolls are awful tonight.
11, 17, 15, 8.
Yeah,
11.
same.
You guys have fun defiling that mass grave. I'm gonna go stand by the entrance.
Clearly, it's not a real mass grave.
Defiling,
A
salvaging.
theoretical mass grave. Conceptual, hypothetical grave.
Exactly.
For all we know, the dungeon made it themselves without actually killing anything along the way.
The
We're
dungeon
not
Along
going
heard
to
of
find
a
out
mass
without
grave.
looking either way.
Dungeon for
The dungeon heard of a
ethically
mass
sourced
grave and thought it
skulls.
was cool.
Alright. With a 17, both Vegas and Iset, digging through the bone piles, you end up clunking together, and in front of both of you, you find a pair of gloves that stand out to the rest. They are pristine, like they are completely undamaged. There are no other articles of clothing in the piles of bones. This is the only thing sitting here.
Vegas puts his hand on top of the pair of gloves, just like quietly.
Okay.
Vegas gets deboned by the gloves.
Oh no.
Iset, are
Let's take
you...
a better look at these first before we start putting them on, shall we?
They're the gloves with no bones.
Okay, but dibs, maybe. I don't know what they are.
Two
Alright.
people putting their hands on a can of peaches at the grocery store.
Yeah, this is fucking like, oh,
Me
sorry.
too.
Alright, I will add a pair of gloves to your treasure haul so far. You will have to identify them later.
I know what game you're playing. I'm not playing it with you.
Yeah.
Hey, Usky, do you need anything from the pile? Any more skulls? Or...
It looks like it's just about the same as what we've already found going through here.
Okay.
Probably
She's-
not much more to learn, aside
currently-
from what we might find even deeper inside.
Trying to
Charlotte.
clean off some of the gunk from the skin monster.
Charlotte is gazing at Iset. ASCII.
Just catching that look, but not getting that it's to Usky. Vanya's just gonna wave.
Vegas passes through it and like waves to Charlotte, like just walking past her.
And I
She's
follow.
good.
Just shakes her head. Starts moving back in. To the library we go.
Okay, so stick to the left. Remember, it
Yes.
worked last time too.
Whoops, overshot it a little bit.
Usky, what do you see?
Guys, wait, slow down.
What is the situation that I see ahead here?
It looks like part of the dungeon has opened up into like an old mine shaft. You see some wooden support beams holding up portions of the ground and the earth. And straight ahead, you can see what is it called, a dead end on this side. And then with your vision, you can also see that the other way to the right is a dead end, but the center path seems to veer off somewhere. Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay.
With a dirty 20, you hear skittering sounds that seem to be moving across the ceiling.
Anything in there?
It looks like left is the way forward, but there's something very alive and very quick going around up above us in there.
I will also say with your dirty 20, since you rolled so well, you notice that it's not just like anything particularly large, but it is a lot of individual scattered movement. And in your dark vision, you can see that there's a lot of somethings crawling across the ceiling.
It looks like we've got some kind of swarm of something. Whoever thinks they want to deal with that first.
Who here's got
Gonna-
fire?
Light a torch and
Okay.
chuck it here.
Okay. Yeah, it's not very far. You toss out a quick torch and light up this area, and you can see skittering across the ceiling swarms of spiders.
Oh,
Hooters.
Okay.
They've not reacted to the torch.
you know, I heard a myth about spiders.
What?
They'll leave you alone if you hold your breath.
Vanya almost instantly.
That's bees.
I thought that was wasps.
Still holding her breath, her eyes are like
And in all of
flicking
those
between
cases,
the people
it isn't
talking.
true regardless.
You
so,
also can't be
who
afraid.
wants to flesh these out? I could certainly
Ignatius
start
will
trying.
volunteer.
Yeah,
Because he's
you
the one who
first.
can literally breathe fire.
Yeah,
Are they just
yeah.
normal sized spiders?
Yes, so there's just a whole bunch of them, and they're moving in large groups together.
Yeah, let's let the flamethrower handle this.
To spider rave.
Yeah, I'm gonna get out of the way. There you go.
Okay. Have they reacted at this point?
Not yet.
Okay, hang on. Let me double check how long the fire breath is.
You've got a very unique fire breath.
Nah, this is the vanilla one. It's just a 15-foot cone.
Yeah, but it does 3d6,
It does indeed.
and it scales a lot better, and the range gets higher as you get higher.
Oh yeah. All right, I need to take another step forward. Would
Alright.
that proc initiative, or would I have a chance, or do I have to find out?
I will say you could make the attack as part of stepping forward.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna have that happen then.
Alright. So, when you use the ability, it should place a cone for you.
That's not the direction I wanted it to go.
Oh, yeah.
Go to the token, the route measurement controls, and you should be able to select it and then rotate it with your middle mouse like you would your token.
Did that
Alright.
do it?
Yep.
Let
It is
me...
working now.
That'll do it.
1 second. It says the monster no longer exists. That's bullshit. Alright, dex saving throw. Nope, I don't need all that. Let's see.
Ignatius set themselves on fire, apparently.
Yeah, sorry. I'm still coming to grips with this mechanical system here.
Alright, dex save. Alright, they fail, so what is that? 15 fire damage? Very good.
Yeah, right.
Close to max.
Strange, it's acting like the swarm of spiders doesn't exist.
I mean, I figured they don't anymore
Ghost.
after that.
Let's try this again. There we go. A good portion of them immediately die off. But they are still up. At least a few of them. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
During Ignatius's fire breath, Vanya's eyes kind of light up, sparkle like anime style.
Sugoi.
Exactly. That's why my initiative's so bad. She's too busy gawking.
Wow.
Alrighty.
I just can't stop rolling great initiative.
You set.
Alright, gonna move in a little. Yeah, doesn't really me. Start lobbing arrows at spiders, I guess.
Alright. Natural 20. Yes, with 16 damage, you're able to scrape the arrow straight across the rocks and catch the remaining spiders completely, and utterly clean up that swarm.
Just turn them into spiders for your shish kebab.
Alright, what else?
That's my turn.
Alright, Vegas. There's another swarm of spiders that is going to start approaching the group.
Not if I have anything to do with it. Oh, it's just the square.
Yes.
Easy. Have at the square full of spiders. Oh, they're probably immune to slashing, huh?
It's usually not immune, right? Isn't it just like...
Or like
They're just swarms.
resistant. Whatever. Great sword, go.
Fortunately, swinging a little wide, trying to catch them as they start scattering all over the place.
See, As long as it's not a mind-breaking amount of spiders, I'm gonna be alright. And this is a manageable amount of spiders.
I mean, there's so many spiders there that they're filling a 5-foot like circumference. That's a lot of fucking
But,
spiders.
like, they're
A
not
human body's
covering
worth
the
of
walls.
spiders.
Yeah, but, like, that's not a mind-breaking amount of spiders, you know?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
all
then.
as many spiders
What
as
is?
my house this winter.
Anyhow, I'm going to use my second wind to get some HP back for what's to come.
Alright.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, me.
9 more hit points. Nice.
Okay, that's it.
Alright. The ski.
Don't forget to bash your toe.
Oh boy. Alright.
Yep.
For one thing, is going to remark something along the lines of, really, spiders, you'd think the dungeon would have a bit more creativity after all the macabre things we've seen today. Oh well.
Natural 20.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
For 12 points of necrotic damage. Very interesting, because you send out a ghostly hand, which essentially just starts swiping away at the spiders, and many of them shrivel up and immediately just start falling on the floor. Some of them onto Vegas.
It's fine. It's not a mind-breaking amount of spiders on Vegas.
I mean, I know there are some people who are awfully afraid of spiders, but compared to the flesh things earlier, it just seems a bit underwhelming overall.
Couldn't be me. I perceive the horrors just fine.
Probably the most mundane thing we've encountered here, yes.
Aspen.
Everyone's kind of in the way.
You can move through allies.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just move past people.
Move there. And yeah, we'll throw a javelin at the remaining spiders.
Alright.
Such a funny
Make sure to
image
target.
in my head.
Yeah.
That javelin is gonna fuck up a single spider. Poor guy never saw it coming.
Oh, 12 hits. Oh, you weren't wrong. It fucked up a single amount of spiders. The swarm is getting smaller at this point.
Just the one.
Tries to catch it Metal Gear Rising style and just gets
Alright,
obliterated.
Charlotte.
All right. Oh, that's a waste. I'll get out my light cross. I take a shot. That's 16.
30-20 hits.
Mm-hmm.
Max
That's-
damage. You cut the remaining swarm in half at this point. Only a couple small handfuls of spiders remain.
And that's all for me.
Alright. The spider swarm gets stacked. Let's see here. Yeah, the spiders are going to drop on top of you.
Oh no!
There we go. Biting you, biting you, biting you, biting you. 11 misses though. Alright.
100 spiders land on you, but all of their teeth miss when they try to bite you.
I'm dodging it all.
Okay, so I just want to ask to be sure. You probably don't want fire breath right now.
I don't think you can.
I just want confirmation.
He can use fire breath twice.
Oh, okay.
You will 100% hit Vegas if you try it.
Okay, what about
I
a
can take it.
mace?
I'll dodge
Could I?
it.
You'll dodge it?
I'll dodge it.
Oh my god.
This is gonna end badly.
So
Vegas,
yes.
what are you doing?
Yeah, are you
You
warning?
can-
Are you warning me?
You can attempt to swipe the spiders off of Vegas with your mace. You just have to not roll that one because you will hit Vegas.
All right, I think that's hilarious, and I'm definitely gonna roll on that
No,
one. So I'm
you
gonna
try
move
it.
up and try and swat.
Okay.
Or do you want me to try the fire?
I mean, like, if you warn me beforehand, then I can totally just say, yeah, I'm gonna dodge that shit, and then not dodge it. But if you wanna try and accidentally like swat me in the ribs with a mace, I'm all for it.
Huh? Which one's funnier?
It's your choice. Both of them are very funny.
I think I'm gonna save my fire breath in case there's something meaner later on. So I'm just gonna
Good choice.
swat you with a mace.
Go for it. Vega's doing the idle "I'm covered in spiders" dance. Please help. Okay, good.
Money.
Ironically, it's
22.
very similar to the I'm on fire dance.
Yeah.
Not
Saves
money.
assets.
Money.
Minimum damage. There's only like a few spiders left at this point.
And this is why we have natural weapons, kids.
Vegas is just gonna make like a
Just
real dog and
stomping
eat the
on them at this
spiders.
point.
Yep, 25 will hit. Yeah, I don't even think. But beyond your min damage, you're going to kill them. They had 1 hit point. And that's the end of that combat. As you
Single-bladed
scatter
attack.
the rest of the spiders off of Vegas harmlessly.
Gross.
How are you covered in spiders and not bitten at all? Honestly.
I have thick curly fur, like the poodle that I am.
I think
Nice.
there was one
Nice.
still in a hat.
What is it?
I think there was still spider in your hat.
Nonsense.
Looks like there's still it becomes dungeon again, just a few feet down. So let's keep going.
Out of character, I do like how the dungeon is flip-flopping between showing us like spooky skeletons and like, you know, scary dungeon spiders, but then like it alternated with like flesh horrors in
Okay,
between.
we got a funny room here. I feel like something's
So like
about
we
to
got
happen.
something pretty fucked up coming up, yeah.
Do you want me to look?
Vegas.
I can
Uh-huh.
sneak about.
They're moving.
Yeah, make sure to keep up.
Use your specialize.
Come on, you two.
Yeah,
There's
Gonna-
nothing I can immediately see in there, which means there might be something fun hiding for us.
Is
Just
that
scout.
pillar just like a column, or does it break into a separate path?
Do you want me to scout in and I can go look and come back?
It's a round
Do it.
room, a circle of pillars with one in the middle.
Cool. There's something spooky in the middle then for sure.
I would like to stealth into the room.
Okay, stealth check.
Oh my god! Okay.
12.
I am invisible.
You think you are the sneakiest mouse ever, and you sneak into the room, clattering loose pebbles across the floor.
I got this! She waves back.
I'm just gonna say Ignatius is going in as well. Because I imagine he probably doesn't see much of a threat in the area and just wants to check it out.
He said it's just flickery or something fierce.
Vanya, give me a perception check while you're circling the room.
Hey, now we're talking.
Yeah, with a 22, you circle around, you notice that there are several pillars and one in the middle. The pillars on the outside are pretty bare and plain. Some of them have some wear and tear and damage. Looks like mostly from age. The pillar in the middle is a bit shorter. You can see over top of it. Well, you probably can't, but most everyone else can. And there appears to be something written on the pillar, carved into it.
Around the edges or on top? Because if it's on top, how tall is it? Because
It is carved in front of it, so it is not on top.
Okay, I'm gonna notice this and kind of give it a peek. Is it in common, or is it the gibberish that was on the books?
What languages do you speak?
I speak. We've got common, thieves count, doesn't count. Greater Anirian and Baelic.
You do not recognize this language.
Hey,
Can I try
anybody
reading
read
it?
This?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Ignatius will be have moved up at this point, probably looking at the pillar and not even seeing the little fella.
Okay. Anyone examining the pillar, what languages do you know?
Common, Draconic, Venyosian. Yeah, Venyosian.
Common, Venyosian, Alamanian, Sealies.
Alright, both is set in Ignatius. You recognize that the writing on the pillar is actually Venyosian.
Oh.
Cool and weird.
What does it say?
I will post it.
Venyosian
in
all
chat.
the way out here.
Does everybody see the
Yeah.
scripture? Okay.
Yes.
What does it say?
Islands quake into distance. Banners of iron can conceal their pain. Wrath's cord with resistance. A grand design made plain.
As you read the scripture aloud,
Oh,
you feel a
Oh,
light
good.
rumbling, and there's a faint light coming from above, and it begins to grow a little bit brighter and a little bit more green as a large, strange figure begins to descend and illuminate the room in green fire.
Oh,
oh, no.
Oh.
It's a giant flaming skull, cackles and ignites itself. And we're going to roll initiative. Welcome to the boss fight.
Read the spooky text. Why'd you read the spooky text aloud?
the skeleton appeared.
I was gonna take an etching of him. We could, you know. But let's beat up the skeleton.
Is it as we see in the token, red eye, yellow eye, green fire?
It is both red eyes and emitting green fire from it.
I want to say I wouldn't be dumb enough to read stuff like that out loud, but I found the ruins of a church poking out of a sand dune on holiday with a Latin inscription above the door, and I read that out loud immediately, so...
So you cursed yourself is what happened. You just don't know.
Probably, yeah.
I was right there too, so I'm probably cursed as well.
Look, you don't
Yeah.
expect such an everyday language to actually be cursed.
Oh god, I went
Alright.
first?
Curse
Hang on.
yourself if you don't understand it.
Is this thing in swing and reach? That's all I need to know.
It is hovering just above the pillar. So
How
yes,
high up?
it is not very high up. It is also a massive target. The
Okay,
skull
cool.
is clearly brethren shaped, but it is about 15 feet in diameter.
Jesus. Alright. I'm gonna say Ignatius flaps out his wings and flies for purely cosmetic reasons, just to say he looks cool.
All right.
Show off.
Yes, correct.
Pause too.
And that's gonna be a mace swinging at this guy.
You want to step your token back, or I can do it for you if you need to. Just so you're
There we go.
on the screen. I noticed everyone was going to be immediately underneath this thing.
Money! Yeah! 2!
8 unfortunately swings wide.
Alright, cool. Natural weapon time.
Oh my gosh!
Another
Another
2
two.
will miss.
Alright,
One of you wanted to play the game, but the dice said
yeah, I think that's all I wrote.
All right. Vegas, you're up.
Alright. You're gonna come along down here. You know, I kind of measured it out. If the rest of us gathered around in just like the same formation but mirrored, we'd make a perfect diamond around this guy.
Do we have enough people for that?
No.
We're
One
missing
short.
one.
Somebody use mirror image, or you know, it still works. Anyway, I hit.
All right, make your attack. 21 will hit.
Hell yeah.
6 damage.
Sick. And that's it.
All right. Pass turn.
Level 2 fighter who did.
Aspen.
Aspen's grip on the axe just kind of tightens, and there's this actual grin, like an actual expression on the face for the first time this whole dungeon.
Ah, yes,
And
a
just-
challenge.
Duh, this is more like it. And they run into position. And as they're running, they just let out this proper Ursine roar.
This the rage? Yep, here we go.
And starts swinging the axe.
Grr, arg.
Indeed.
21's gonna hit. 13 damage.
Plus the bonus rage damage, right? Is that there?
Let's see.
It is not. So plus 2 more, that's 15.
Plus 2.
That's not even counting the 2 from rage. Hee-hoo.
Ramp. Anything else?
No, it's my turn.
Alright, 15 points of damage. Just managed to make a good dent into its jawbone. Charlotte.
Alright, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on this thing and hope for the best.
Alright.
That's a 2.
Even with advantage, it manages to fail, and it's going to take the full 2 radiant damage.
Nice. Alright. I'm going to move back here, and that will be my turn.
Alright.
I mean,
It's set.
I'm going to adjust my token, which shouldn't get me out of attack range. I'm going to hit this thing with my sword instead because I'm at point blank range.
Alright.
That,
12 is
however,
going to
probably
miss.
misses. Yeah.
Just barely.
No useful bonus actions, so that's my turn.
Alright. Flame Skull's turn. Alright. It's gonna start by casting 2 rays of fire. Let's see who it targets. Let's see. 6 and a 3. So Aspen and Vanya.
No!
Oh no!
I'm
There we go.
incredibly flammable, please don't.
Natural 20.
on who?
Both.
I'm going to use my Guardian Emblem to cancel out the natural 20. But I only see Vanya is the issue.
Does it require line of sight on everyone?
Yes, it's you or a creature you see within 30 feet, you suffers a critical hit. You can use a reaction.
I will allow it because these pillars are not very tall. So we will
Alright.
cancel that out and we will regain, let's see, 6, 3, 10 hit points back to both.
I'm still down.
the first hit would knock you down?
I'm down. If it did 11 damage, then I am on 10 hit points right now, so I am there.
So you would be down? Okay. Alright. Alright, you're down.
Do you want me to move myself from underneath the
No, I can
skull
still
as well?
target.
Okay.
So wait, how much damage am I taking?
No, wait, 10.
Did it make you take the damage?
It did not.
No.
Interesting. Okay. There we go. Alright. Yes. That is, the end of its turn. It's, showing off pretty bad. Vanya, make a death saving throw.
Doing that right now. Where is that?
Should be on the front page of your character sheet.
Oh, it's hidden.
I almost forgot. Death saves are secret. Only I know the results. So, you will not be able to use that little bit of metagaming option to figure out if somebody's safe or not. You're going to have to make a decision.
Oh shit.
Alright. A ski.
Alrighty, well, not even seeing the fire rays flying off in the other direction. Right now, Aski's hood is just flying back from over her head as she's now bathed in the this green and purple light from her own magic as well. She is just going to start cackling and then start flanking around and targeting this giant creature. Aw, come on, dude.
9, unfortunately, will miss. As you send out the
Yeah.
spectral hand, and it just knocks it away with its own face and just cackles loudly.
Well, that's good. We're all laughing together. Anyway, she's gonna 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Yeah, this is fine.
Alright. Ignatius, top of the round.
Alright. Question.
Yes.
Could I grab Vanya by the scruff of her neck and just sort of throw her to Charlotte?
I would just pass her over.
Yeah, if
I'm
you
worried
attempt
about
to throw her that far, she will at least take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, which will be
Which
a
is
fail.
one fail.
Yeah, I just wanted to confirm. Just wanted to see if that could be done without doing any serious damage. Okay. I'm gonna say Ignatius is gonna. Would it be possible to just grab her and have him turn his back to the skull while feeding her a healing potion? Intentionally, like, if someone tries to hit her, he'll take the hit.
Well, turning your back won't really do a whole lot, but just, like, feeding them a healing potion would be enough. So, if you want to target Vanya, if you can. If you can't, you can highlight them in the combat tracker and hit T, and it will target them.
Okay.
And then once you have them targeted, just use the healing potion, and it should work on them.
Hey!
Nice. 7 hit points back.
Coolio. That was one action, right?
The use of potions is bonus actions
Okay, cool.
for all potions.
Alright, I'm gonna hazard a guess. This thing doesn't mind fire damage, yeah?
Given that it's on fire, probably not.
Yeah. Kinda makes sense.
She's just gonna cough.
No,
No,
I'm not targeting Vanya with the attack. Hang on a second.
Wake up! Bonk! She's like, thank you.
Alright.
Live,
it's the
goddammit.
skull. Natural 19 for a total of 25. That's gonna hit. Fortunately,
Yeah,
minimum
min
damage.
Fuck yeah. Love it. Alright, and that should be my turn since I don't have a bonus action. Any sort of skeletal insults I can throw at this thing, I just want to piss it off.
Anyone got anything?
Insults?
I do.
Go for it.
For such a big skull and no brain.
I like that.
I'm amazed no one said the word bonehead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have Ignatius start slinging insults at this thing to try and piss it off.
Boner.
If it can even understand language.
It has
Yeah,
been
no wonder
cackling
it
since it
bounces
has
right off.
appeared,
Your skull looks awfully thick.
and it has not stopped cackling yet. It seems perpetually amused, or maybe this is the only thing it can do.
The fact that your head is so big implies that your body must have been very small in real life.
Can I roll intimidation to freestyle an effective insult against it? That's it's just humor me.
Can I roll to spit some fire bars?
Vegas, you're up.
How do you see what the status effect you have?
The current one is for raging, and the other one is for being below 50% of your health.
Okay.
It's bloodied, essentially.
If you right-click yourself,
20 what?
the like Super Saiyan looking picture
Oh,
is
11
like
damage.
a list of all the effects on you as well.
Managed to knock one of its teeth loose with that.
I catch it.
It's about the size of your hand.
Holy shit, I pocket it.
Okay. All right.
That's my turn.
All right. Aspen, you're up.
Angry smash.
All right.
Don't forget you can reckless too.
25's gonna hit.
I don't think I can reckless, can
Yeah.
That's a second level thing, I think.
Let's see. Yes, you have
Oh, it
reckless
is.
attack.
Yeah.
Just something to keep in mind.
It will give the skull advantage if it decides to target you with the fire ray. All right, go ahead and
I?
roll.
Well, I
damage.
hit it anyway.
14 total. That's gross.
All right,
Holy shit.
14 more points of damage as you chip it along the other side and knock a few more teeth loose.
And I believe potions are a bonus action, correct?
Yes, every potion is a bonus action, so if you want to use one for yourself or an ally, you can use it. Let's see. Don't heal the skull, though.
Oh, was it because I'm targeting it? Does
You're
it...
targeting it, yeah, so it'll heal what you target.
Oh. Well, no, that was supposed to be on me.
There you go. I've got a quick fix for stuff like that, but yep.
I will keep that in mind next time I use a potion.
Alright,
That'll be my turn.
Charlotte.
All right, I'm gonna aim light crossbow and try to shoot this thing.
Natural 19.
4 damage.
4 damage as you manage to get the arrow to stick into the thick bone.
All right,
Wow.
and then I'm going to. I'll stay where I am. That's my turn.
Alright. He's set.
Longsword, take 2.
Quick question: are these pillars taller than me around the outside?
They're
Really?
all taller than you. Some of them are a bit taller, but the pillar in the middle was the shortest one. And unfortunately, 8 is gonna swing a little wide.
Yeah, that's everything I had.
Alright. Big Bad's turn. Let's see here. Alright. It's not gonna do that yet. Let's see. Yeah, it is going to make another 2 ray attacks. Let's see, 4 and 2. So, Charlotte and Vegas.
Ah,
Yep.
2 of it.
Unfortunately, 14 is going to miss both of you, apparently.
Dodged.
Yay.
Thought coming.
And that's the end of its turn. Vanya, you're back up.
Okay, I'm gonna dust myself off, stand up. Oh, why am I double thrown? Okay, there we go. Stab it with my action. Yeah.
18 will hit.
Damage.
6 damage, followed up with a sneak attack.
Oh my god.
God, only minimums, it seems.
Then I'm gonna bonus action disengage and then hide here. Just gonna put my back to the pillar and just start like breathing heavily, looking at Charlotte. Ah, hi.
Just stay back.
The ski, you're up.
Okay, let's try to kill it for realsies this time.
Nice.
Alright, 18's gonna hit.
Oh,
Oh.
and decent damage too. That's always nice to see.
Yes, your spectral hand reaches out and starts to inflict damage into it. It's not as effective as you would be hoping for, but it does stop any potential healing.
Yeah, so we have that at least, and she's just gonna continue circling her around as she controls this dark energy hand of hers combating the skull.
Oh, it also has disadvantage if it tries to target you.
Challenge it to a thumb wrestling
Yep.
contest.
5, 6, and there.
Alright, Ignatius.
Alright. Second turn, same as the first.
Use the fingers from the ghost hand to poke it in the eyes.
Nice.
19's gonna hit.
Hell
6
yeah.
more points of bludgeoning damage. It is now looking bloodied. As,
It is not min damage.
As parts of its skull are starting to crack. Oh, natural one.
Perfect. Alright, let's see. Action, bonus action, don't got spells, fire breath, won't do shit. That'll be my turn. I'm gonna go run to the bathroom real quick, though.
Alright.
Vegas, you're up.
It's Vegas time, baby. Alright, I'm gonna hit it. Because I'm a level 2 fighter. Oh no.
Oh my god.
That's my turn.
Unfortunate.
Sad.
Alright, Aspen, you're up.
Aspen's gonna swing the axe again, probably being the loudest they've been this whole time. Lots of swears in Orion.
I don't think anyone
Nice.
else here speaks Orion, so I don't think anyone realizes that you're cursing.
Good.
Well, we could probably read it just from the tone of voice.
Yeah.
13.
13 more points as you are consistently just chopping away at this skull. Its jawbone is starting to look a little loose now.
And that'll be me.
Alright, Charlotte.
Another crossbow. Right. Inventory. Okay, right. 14, 18.
18 hits.
8. Oh, 10
10
damage.
points
Nice.
of damage.
Max damage.
And that is all for me.
Alright, you set
Okay.
up.
Let's see if I can actually be useful for once. What is with these rolls? Holy shit.
Fortunately, 10 is going to be short.
He said is actually starting to lose her cool, and and anyone who's close enough I can hear her muttering in a language you very definitely don't speak.
Alright.
Imagine getting so heated that you start speaking Latin.
The skull is going to start cackling very, very loudly now. I need anybody who can see it to make an Arcana check.
Oh, here we go.
I'm too short
Oh,
to
I'm
see
so
over the
good
pillar.
at those.
22.
Alright, let's see here.
Of course, now I get an actually useful roll.
Charlotte and Isette, you realize that the skull is preparing to cast Fireball. It will go off at the start of its next turn. It is centered and it will hit this entire room.
Am I able to speak even when it's its turn, or not until mine?
You can go ahead and convey as a free action.
Everyone outside the room now.
Vanya, you're up.
So hearing Charlotte, I'm gonna pop out from behind cover, chuck a knife.
Seventeen will hit.
And then sneak
7
attack.
damage plus sneak attack. Actual 4 damage this time.
And then so 5. Is that 15 now since the second? Because moving diagonally costs more, right?
It should tell you how much movement you have if you try to move. Like, if you continue to move, it should tell you how much more you've moved.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it will automatically calculate for diagonal movement.
So I'm gonna sprint to about there. I wanna hold on to that knife. Can I bonus action dodge? Is that not a... No,
I don't
can't
think
do
you
that.
have that.
Yeah. That's turn then. So a ski.
Alright. Husky.
Alright, well, I can't quite get out of the room on this turn unless I dash, so I guess that's the plan. If
Alright.
this thing thinks it's gonna be the one that takes me down, it's very mistaken. So a 1, 2, 3, 4,
Would
5,
hiding behind the pillars
6,
not work?
and a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and
Say again.
5.
I was just
there.
wondering, would hiding behind the pillars not work?
You can try.
Funneling into the tight corridor seems like a bad idea against Fireball.
Alright, Ignatius. Are you back, Pierce?
Yeah. Sorry, I've been back.
Alright.
Who is in
Did you get
danger?
conveyed the information of what's happening?
Yeah, room's about to explode. Get the hell out. Is that
Charlotte
wrong?
was a little vague, so...
Hey, it works. Does anyone here gonna have issues getting out? Because I got fire resistance and I can stand behind a pillar pretty easy if it helps one of y'all.
I'm also gonna hazard ducking behind a pillar. Because I understand what Aspen's line of thinking is with like splash damage.
Yeah, are Isette and Vegas gonna be good getting out then?
I should be fine to get out on my own, yeah.
I'll be
Cool,
fine
yeah.
getting out as well.
Alright. And yeah, I suppose Ignatius will leap for cover.
Alright. No attacks of opportunity. It is focusing on the fireball.
Unsurprising.
Alright. Vegas.
So I have a question. Is bracing for cover an action?
Dodging is an action, which you can attempt.
I'm gonna say Ignatius does that too, if you don't mind, because I still have an
Yeah,
action.
you did not
that
use
doesn't
your action,
attack.
so I would say you are
Yeah.
dodging right now.
Alright.
Hmm. I so badly want to poke it before hiding. How bad is this thing looking?
It's still bloodied. It has not quite reached a critical state.
I'm gonna hazard it. Before I run for cover,
Slap
I'm gonna
its
get a
dick.
cheap shot at.
All right.
I strike.
13
Thank
meets and
goodness.
beats.
That was a risky one.
11 more points damage, as it is now looking critical.
I slap it, and now I run in. And I, like, duck and cover my ears and shit.
All right, Aspen.
Still a constant stream of swear words. Aspen's gonna attack before thinking. Yike.
Ooh, unfortunately, 9 is going to be just short.
I don't have inspiration, do we?
Nope.
Fudge. Okay, well, seeing Ignatius get behind the pillar, Aspen's gonna take a second and attempt the same thing.
All right.
And that'll be it.
Charlotte.
Alright, I'm gonna take another shot. $18
22 will hit.
for 5 piercing,
5 more points of damage.
and then I'm going to start stepping back.
Oh shit, I should have recklessed it.
Noticing right now that nobody has been coming in. You, Jackal, here, please. He said it's your turn.
And it's your turn.
I'm going to make a last-ditch effort at trying to hit this fucking thing and then make a run for it.
Do
All
it!
right.
You are shitting me.
Ah, natural 1.
Well,
Take it.
Close.
time to move my way out of here.
This is Vera's luck. This is just how Vera rolls.
That's like consistent.
True.
It's consistent, unfortunately. You have the highs and the lows.
I'm gonna say I do very rarely see like middle of the ground rolls from you.
No,
It's
I only think
there
they're extremely good or extremely bad. Either
Yeah.
way.
there are always rolls extremely good, precisely when it's needed.
That's gonna be it.
All
The
right.
ominous clonk
First
on
impact.
its turn.
Oh, mama. Mama.
All right. I need Aspen, Ignatius, and Vegas to all make Dex saving throws at advantage because you're using the pillars.
Oh shoot, I didn't press alt. Good thing.
Well, I rolled the 17.
All right. Let's see. Ignatius, you pass. Aspen, you pass. Everybody passes. So everyone's gonna take half damage. It is a lot.
That's still 14, yeah.
I think you meant to say 7. That's right, baby. I'm fire resistant.
Sure.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, 14. Let me do this individually. They're not updating.
I haven't taken any damage yet.
Alright, there it goes.
There it
Alright.
goes.
Let's see. It would also take half damage because it is resistant. Oh wait, no, it would actually take no damage. It is immune. And that's the end of its turn.
Okay, gonna survive 10, 15, 25. I'ma stab it.
Alright. No sneak attack, though. Nobody's close.
That's fine. 7 more damage.
7 damage.
And then bonus action disengaged. Step here.
Alrighty. Eski, you're up.
Alrighty, let's 1, 2, 3 to get a bit of a better angle on this guy. Hit him with the chill touch once again. Well, dang. Oh, isn't that just the thing?
That misses, unfortunately.
I guess I'll just breathe down Ignatius's neck for a second.
Not for long.
Ignatius.
Immediately gonna run around the pillar and swing at that motherfucker. Hey!
17's gonna hit. 8 points of damage. Very good swing.
Can't forget the follow-up.
Ooh, 13 meets and beats.
Oh shit, it does!
Get it.
Roll that damage.
Let's
Put this thing down.
go!
Ignatius Serratus, how do you want to do this?
Oh, the first boss kill. Let's go!
Oh god, tail, claw, or bite attack. Those are my options.
Fight it.
Crunch.
I'm gonna say he lunges and bites between the eye and nose hole, and just sort of cracks it there.
You swoop up using your majestic dragon wings, grab into both of its eye sockets, and bite right around where the nose would be, and just tear its skull wide open. And as you do so, its flames flicker out, and the remaining parts of its body fall to the floor and shatter. And that is the end of combat.
Is it still on fire?
No, all the flames disappear. All the bones, fragments of this thing, turn to ash and also disappear. And as they do, a chest appears on the center pillar.
That's
This
really
Ignatius is
high.
gonna be
Oh.
spitting dust.
That was so exciting, guys.
Vegas, that
Well,
wasn't
that
a show.
sounded delightfully brutal.
Vegas is like
Now,
patting
what do
fire
we
out of his
win
shoulder.
for all of this?
What's in this damn thing? How are we all
Right.
doing? How are we all looking?
Looking through the chest, you find that it contains several items. There is a cloak, a scroll, a unidentified potion, a rapier of some kind, a pole, a opal, 2 opals, I should say, worth 1,000 gold pieces each, a black pearl worth 500 gold, a bloodstone worth
Ooh.
50 gold, and a quartz
Wow.
also worth 50 gold.
So,
I will add
Oh,
these items to your treasure.
So what does it take to identify a spell scroll?
The identify spell or a very good arcana check.
Well, Ski does not have the identify spell, so she's just going to take the scroll and try to give it a once over just with her intuition.
Okay, go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Just a 13.
Let's see, with the 13, you actually recognize a little bit of the language that is used in this scroll, and you identify it as a scroll of protection from fiends. Using an action to read the scroll encloses you in an invisible barrier that extends from you to form a 5-foot radius, 10-foot high cylinder. For 5 minutes, this barrier prevents fiends from entering or affecting anything within the cylinder. The cylinder moves with you, remains centered on you. However, if you move in such a way that a fiend would be inside the cylinder, the effect ends. A creature can attempt to overcome the barrier by making a action to do a charisma check, DC 15. On a success, the creature ceases to be affected by the barrier.
Protection from fiends, it would seem. It could be helpful in this summoning or that, if she places it into her items.
Vanya's ears kind of perk up at the Uski's words there.
I show Aski the gloves that we found earlier. Can you identify these? Magic
I
user.
could certainly
could do it.
try.
Yeah, quick question. Is Identify a spell you have access to, Charlotte?
No.
Okay. I feel like Arcane Clerics would, but I guess not.
So here's what I do.
yeah.
I take the pair of gloves, I give one to Aski, and I give one to Charlotte, and I go. The first one to identify these for me gets 5 gold.
All right. Ah, that was only 20.
Ski, once again, taking a quick
Hi.
look over the gloves, you realize that these are gloves of missile snaring.
These
Okay,
gloves
people.
are designed to help catch arrows a bit easier if you get shot at. Wasn't much of a gain, but I'll take the gold.
And Vegas gives you 5 gold, kind of like high fives it into your hand, and then like leaves his hand from yours.
I just
She'll also just hand the glove back if she has no use for those.
Charlotte just silently gives the glove back to Vegas and just walks
So-
away.
Charlotte, do you want gold for participating?
Oh
No, it's
my god!
fine.
Wow.
He just asked if you want a participation trophy.
Anyhow, I have no use for these gloves. Who would like them?
Hey,
Oh wait, so yeah, what what denomination of gold would that be in? I suppose
Presbyterian?
there's a couple.
You've got, between all of the, gem items, anyways, you would have, 2,600 gold. That is
Right, I mean
1,000
the money that Vegas hands over to me, is that AGS, VBN? What are
it would
we
just be
looking at
AGS.
here? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that is, Alamanian gold standard, as it is. I forgot to mention that the currencies are different. You
Yeah, I was
got,
wondering.
copper pieces, silver pieces, Venetian banknotes, Alamanian gold standard, which is just gold, and then platinum pieces.
PP.
hey, Aspen.
I will also just go ahead and say, with just sitting around here for a while, trying to get a good idea for it, you can identify the rest of the items, just with the general, no need for more Arcana checks. You have the Scroll of Protection from Fiends. You've got the Gloves of Missile Snaring. You have a Pole of Angling. While you're holding this 10-foot pole, you speak a command word, and it turns into a fishing pole with a hook, line, and reel. Speaking the command word again turns it back into a normal 10-foot pole. And
Useful.
then, you have also a Cloak of Protection. You gain a bonus, +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while wearing the cloak. And then a potion of poison is what the last unidentified bottle is.
Wait, hang on. Why is a
Straight
fucking? That's
poison.
just a fishing pole that you can turn off. What's the point?
Well, no, hold on. As a
Easier
player,
to
my
stop.
hand twitches at the fishing pole item.
In a previous life, I
In a
knew
previous
you.
life, yeah, and I'm willing to continue that trend.
Hey, Aspen, are you okay? You're in the room when all that exploded.
Aspen just kind of turns their head to Vanya and just. They're looking very charred. They're slumped against this pillar, like. And then just thumbs up.
Okay. She's got this big scorch mark and a clothes on her chest. Just like, it hurts, right?
Vegas is still smoldering.
Looks like you're wearing the leather of smoldering that we found.
No, like Dwayne the Rock Johnson, you know.
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Well, these are quite the spoils, but it doesn't look like there are any particular other secrets the dungeon still has here for us. So
It doesn't look like it, no.
let's go tell the innkeeper that their inn is a bit less haunted than it was before.
And they've got a lot of weird dead brethren inside it, too.
Also, I do want that cloak if anyone else is angling for it.
I think maybe.
If you want to divvy up loot before we head up top, just let me know and I will move the treasure. Oh, I forgot to mention the sword. There was a rapier that was in there as well. It is a moon-touched rapier. In darkness, the unsheathed blade of the sword sheds moonlight, creating bright light in 15-foot radius and dim light for an additional 15.
Wow.
Interesting.
Honestly, maybe Aspen or Charlotte should get the cloak. Just
Yes.
you're wearing all that heavy armor, and well,
The gloves are for whoever wants them.
What were the gloves again?
missile
Gloves
snare.
of
Missile
missile snaring. Whenever you're hit by a ranged weapon attack, you can use your reaction to roll a d10 to reduce the damage, plus your dex mod, provided that you have a free hand available. So you won't be able to use it if you have like a two-handed weapon. If you reduce the damage to 0, you can catch the missile that is shot at you.
I would like the cloak. And mechanically speaking, it's not like I can bolster my AC with armor, so.
Okay. Any objections?
Nope.
None here.
Nah.
All right. Cloak of Protection has been added to your list. Make sure to attune to it.
Does anybody mind if I take that rapier?
Go right ahead.
It does look exactly like the type of thing you could put to good use.
Puts one hand on her hip, the other still clenching where she got the fire raid. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Though, Charlotte, maybe you?
Oh no, you can have it.
And nobody else wants it?
No.
I have my sword. That's much good as it did as earlier.
Oh, thank you.
All right. If we don't want to divvy up any of the rest of the loot now, we can divvy it up later. You guys have a treasure chest. If you go into the Actors tab and look into the party, you should be able to see something listed as treasure, and it will have all of your spoils in there.
Cool.
Oh, very nice.
Nice. I see that.
All right.
I've moved the scroll from the treasure's inventory over to my own.
Alrighty. So don't bother moving your tokens. We're going to have you trudge back through the dungeon, which is now eerily quiet. There doesn't appear to be really much of anything left. And after a moment, few minutes of trudging, you eventually resurface back up into the tavern.
Hey, Usky, can I look at that scroll with you later?
Yeah, it seems like something that would be fun for us to get some study time in on.
Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna go sit over here.
Going to, as we enter back into the inn, say to the inn chief over here, "Congratulations, your building is now haunted by one less thing than it was before. No need to thank us."
Glenn, who had been moving some dishes and cleaning up just a little bit of the remaining debris from the skeletons earlier, notices you all come back in a pretty timely fashion, not looking that much worse for wear. Oh, that is such a good relief. I've never seen the dungeon before, especially this close. I've only lived here in Bristol for the last 40-some years. But, thank you. I don't have anything I can really offer you directly, but, if you ever find yourself here again, rooms are on the house, forever.
What about drinks? And I pointed him.
Alright, I will make an exception.
Yeah,
Hey,
Zach could use one as well.
Hops over the bar and pops open the a new keg that he managed to grab from back in the kitchen,
Aruga.
and starts pouring drinks for you. Cicero, the gray fox, looks you all over and casually chimes in. You all were only down there for about an hour or so. That
I feel like I was
was
down there for months.
That was quite impressive. How big was it? The dungeon, that is.
Eh.
Would
few
I
rooms.
remember how many
A
rooms
few
it was
rooms.
because of the
A dozen chambers at most.
It was, to be about exact, let's see.
6 rooms thereabouts. Corridors in between.
Bigger
It's
than a bread
about
box.
7 to 8 rooms with about 4 to 5 connecting corridors.
Yeah, she'll recount that and is working on drawing a little map layout of what was down there.
Fascinating. What did the architecture look like? Was there anything of note to it?
Like a tomb, and it was all even the big coffins were solid blocks rather
Solid
than hollow.
stone, yes.
Yes, it was superficially a tomb. It seemed
everything-
to understand the idea of what made people scared, but none of the substance. It tried to get us with the spiders for a certain leg of it.
The flesh puppets were a neat touch.
I didn't like those at all. Those were the
There
worst.
was a dining room. It had food and undead things, but the food seemed suitable.
Mm-hmm.
Curious.
Oh, the food was great.
And this entire time you guys are relaying information, Cicero's just got a big black journal that he is just scribbling everything down. He is noting every instance that you share with him. And you said, what kind of creatures? Were there more skeletons? You said something about flesh monsters.
There were
Oh yeah.
Skeletons and loose skins of brethren somehow.
there was
Witherlings.
Null skeletons.
Ghouls.
There was also a monster made of shadow, and a bookcase, and a broom, and a ghost, and spiders, and this big giant flaming skull made with green fire and red eyes, and it really hurt.
That thing kicked my ass.
It kicked your ass. She's just like rubbing a chest where she got hit.
Of
by the
course,
ray.
all of it is
Vegas
nothing
is
but
like
dust at
presently
this
charred.
point.
That is a cacophony of monsters.
He
Mostly
actually
undead, it seems.
actually sits down, takes a piece of paper, starts drawing some things to like just demonstrate what she's encountered.
You also mentioned that there was a skull. A big one.
Really big. And
and it
she
was
kind
on
of
fire.
One summoned
Yeah.
in by a certain incantation that was written on a pillar in the dungeon chamber.
Ingenuotion,
He stops
strangely
writing.
enough.
Hold up. Use incantation, writing. What? Hold up. What is that? You're saying that there was something written in the dungeon?
Yeah.
some
Yes,
spooky
unlike
words.
the other books, there was a singular pillar with something actually intelligible written on it.
Did you have what it said?
He looks to Iset.
I can remember. Islands quake in the distance. Banners of iron conceal their pain. Wrath scorned with persistence. A grand design made plain.
Yes.
He writes down everything you say word for word, and he looks really excited for some reason.
Is that odd?
I
or-
take it you've seen a lot more of the blank books than anything actually properly written in there.
The dungeon has never produced anything written before. And you said this was on
Never?
a pillar.
Yes.
Indeed, I suppose it must be learning something now.
What was it written in?
Vinyoshin.
He adds this down. Curious. A native language. Surprised it wasn't written in common, given its magical nature.
Yes, I didn't expect it to be something that mundane, let alone for it to actually do something, but here we are.
This is absolutely fascinating information. I cannot wait to share this with the other Dungeoneers.
Vanya's gonna hop down from the couch up onto the other couch and pass over a second drawn map of the place. Here, have this.
Thank you. I will make sure this is added in with my notes here. The way everything is
pass-
organized.
Iset passes over a collection of drawings as well.
Wonderful. You all are the most fascinating group of delvers, and as far as I can tell, you're not actually delvers.
No.
No, you're just saying that.
Well, sort of. We started recently.
You
Which is
all
big
braved
today.
into a brand new dungeon that just manifested, cleared it out in an hour, filled with all sorts of different monsters, and came back unscathed and presented all of this information in very accurate drawings. It's overwhelming, honestly.
I don't know, boss.
Well,
I'm
at least some of
decently
us
scared.
here have been doing a bit of research into these sorts of arcane matters.
I just really like delvers. She kind of shiftily looks over to the fire instead of anyone else.
I just think they're neat.
Well, I don't know how to say this, but you're quite a large group of people, but I imagine if you teamed up, you would make a fantastic delving crew together. You know what? In fact, if you all agree to become delvers, I will fund your first wagon.
That's just sort of spit take from her canteen as she looks to Cicero.
I mean, I don't got anywhere to be.
I already have a wagon. Can I just have money?
Vegas.
Uh,
This could be like a sidekick we could do.
oh, you're right.
Vanya
That's a
looks
lot
a
of people.
little hurt by the idea of this being a side gig, but says,
I, for one, would quite like to know what your dungeoneering friends have learned in addition to you, so if doing that means getting to pay some of them a visit, I wouldn't be opposed.
I agree. I'd like to.
Iset just smiles a little and just says, "You know, I am quite tired of walking my way everywhere. I
She
say we
sort
go
of
for it."
excitedly looks to Ignatius and Aspen. kind of expecting eyes.
What I said earlier was a yes, for the record.
Then focus is entirely on Aspen.
Aspen just sort of slouched in the chair, still looking really just kind of done for. Just half raises an arm. There's
I think that means yes.
All right. Well, it's settled then. I will try to get a fresh wagon procured for you. You mentioned looking over to Vegas. You also already have a wagon as well.
Oh yeah. The Rio's a nice piece of machinery, it is.
Interesting. All right. Well, a second wagon will probably help alleviate any space. I don't think fitting all of you in one wagon would be very ideal.
No, it's not that spacious inside.
So then, rest up, and I will bring, hopefully, a new wagon in the morning, or at least by the afternoon.
What a great deal!
Can
I-
I ask a question really quick before
Yes.
I take it you're going?
Oh yes.
Do you know? Actually, never mind. She kind of scurries behind Usky.
Oh, okay. Did anyone else had questions before I skedaddle?
How are you?
Slightly. What's the word? Losing my mind.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of us.
So much has happened in the last hour, so I need to collect my thoughts. I will try to do that in my quick travel, and I will hopefully have a wagon for you in the morning. But celebrate, enjoy. You are spectacular delvers in the making.
Oh wow.
Well, thank you.
Bye.
I heard free drinks.
Glenn has already poured. How much have you been drinking? Because he's been filling your mug up at this point.
I don't know. I've only been through one at this point, probably.
Okay.
Is that
he
one or
has
two
refilled
ends?
it without much question.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fetch one.
All right.
Is there anything? Yeah, she'll kind of trot on over. Do you have anything without alcohol in it?
Of course. I've
Apple
got
juice.
I've got an apple cider if you'd like that.
Sure.
He turns around and finds another bottle underneath the shelf. Produces a decent sized cup for you, and quickly pours it. And it smells very sweet.
Cheers, thank you. She'll hop on down.
Dude, Appy Juice rocks. I don't care what you say.
It's true.
She scrambles up into a chair and she looks back over to Aspen. Aspen, get a drink and then come join me and Usky.
Aspen will shrug and go order a drink.
They're really
Did-
tall.
Did you want to get a drink? I don't know if I got your name. Speaking to Ignatius.
Ignatius will lean over and say, I'm Ignatius, and I would like some tea because I do believe mine went cold when we were down in the dungeon.
I'll get that for you. What kind of tea?
I'm not picky, whatever the bartender thinks best.
Oh wait, if they've got tapioca, you could make it. You could still use the cold tea.
Aspen's just gonna catch the bartender's attention and then a large quantity of the strongest thing you have.
right. You want a grog then?
I got this bottle of ethanol.
He reaches over with
Kerosene.
a big tankard to a surprisingly smaller keg in the back and fills it up and sets it down with a hefty, not quite a slam, but it makes a pretty good thud when it hits the counter in front of you.
Aspen just sniffs it for a second. Good. This smells like I may go blind drinking it. And just take it to the fire.
It just
Take a
catches
seat.
fire from proximity.
Take a seat next to Asky, I think. Just like climb over the table.
Riker style.
Yeah. Well, I'd be going over the back of the sofa.
Yeah.
Charlie, I think you were ordering.
Yeah, 1 tea, whatever the house brew is, and do you have stout?
Stout? Yes.
Tea and a stout.
All right. He starts brewing a fresh tea, and after a minute, sets it up on the counter with you, and a decent-sized, similar portioned as Vanya's glass, but a stout.
Taking
And
about.
as everyone settles in, I would like to put us into break for now.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
So,
Dante, do you need
10
anything
minutes.
from downstairs?
Hmm.
Do you need anything from downstairs? I'm just gonna go grab something.
Chips and dip.
Yeah. BRB. I return.
Welcome back.
Did you even go anywhere?
Hmm?
Did you even leave?
Nah. I got up and walked around a bit and started eating some chips.
I have a shiny sword. I'm happy. Something to stay in the sheath until combat, though. Is it just like a white light?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Oh, Dante. Check in-game chat. That's a hell of a question.
Did you see the artwork that got posted earlier?
Wait, which one? In this chat or over in the
Nope.
Beast World Discord?
On my gallery.
Oh, I have not.
Oh.
I'm kind of avoid if I see you post anything picture related, I tend to avoid it just in case.
Well, it is. It's more of like a tiny spoiler, if that. But I'm
Fair
pretty sure
enough.
it'll go to your
Mhm.
inbox regardless.
Oh, you mean on a
I live.
Hey,
Yes.
I will go take a quick ganders. Welcome back, by the way. Oh, okay. That's awesome, actually. Love the color scheme.
What are we talking about?
Over on FA Duos, got a picture of a certain character.
Very important character for this game. Their artwork
Yeah.
finished yesterday.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Yeah, I posted it in the Beast World Discord, and besides having mostly positive reactions to just, awesome bad guy and such, I've had several people start sharing their own like conspiracy theories about the character. I'm like, oh, I like a lot of these.
That's discussion's always fun.
Did you specifically go out of your way to like throw in every design trope that I like on a character? Or...
They really remind me of from Korra, the
Yeah, I was
guy
thinking the
from
same
Korra.
character.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is.
There's a group.
Amon.
Yeah, Amon. There's a group in Avatar, Legend of Korra, that are like anti-benders that go around ripping the bending out of people. And Amon is the leader, and he wears like this kind of creepy, emotionless mask and a hood. He's very cool.
I assume we're talking about the observer guy, spooky cat mask face fella.
Yeah. Oh no. There's a different one on Duo
Similar.
FA, but very similar. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, no idea what you're talking about. Does sound cool though.
Yeah, specifically the observer profile is for the game capture, just like recording and such. That way I can have something that just a separate profile to keep track of that. Also, so the audio won't double play. While we are still on break, for at least another second or two, I will also mention that the Long Live Love channel and the Beast World can be used outside of the game session to RP with each other or even
Ooh.
just talk.
Good.
And I
good.
intend to be taking advantage of that.
Oh, same. I just did it before because we were in the middle of a dungeon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this would be going forward the easier time to access that channel.
I will forget it exists.
Priest.
Wait, it's on the say?
Oh, hey, Cal's back. Alrighty.
How have we not made a pun with those two names, by the way? Well, not a pun, but like a play, I guess.
What
Wait, is
pun?
that?
Vegas and Gao? It's Vegas.
Oh.
A little flat on that one.
I liked it. Shut up.
Yeah. Sorry, whoosh.
Alright, well, everybody's here. So,
Oh, it's bumping.
I assume everyone here is going to take advantage of the free rooms that were offered, indefinitely.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
Well, before you all settle in for the night, at some point, Glenn heads over to, check out the storage, which had been turned into a dungeon. And closes the doors. And then when they open them again...
Wait, what witchcraft is this?
There's storage again.
The storage
That's
room is
clever.
back.
Okay, now close them and then open them again and see if the dungeon's back.
It's like
maybe
my
some other
house,
place
the 1 in
entirely.
10 chance of it starting the dungeon.
He closes the doors, and then is a little hesitant, and just kind of slowly opens one, and it's still his storage closet.
You just gotta be sure.
That's really cool.
So, do you think killing that thing destabilized it?
I think so.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
It seems to be the driving force behind it, at least. Or,
Or
well, on the most direct level.
maybe it's just weird. Are you sure Brethren don't turn into weird monsters when they die?
No, they don't. No.
Not when they die, no.
I've seen it happen before. They don't come back from the dead.
Not unless you do something particularly terrible to them afterwards, but you need to be doing that on purpose. It doesn't happen on its own.
I mean, did
Just
you see the
noting all
size
this
of the
down.
skull? Whatever Brethren dropped that skull must have been huge.
You couldn't fit in a dungeon.
Yeah, now that I think about it, could it even leave that room?
No.
Wait,
I think it might have been created right in that room. Never had to get in or out before.
So, this brings a question I don't know. Do you think the dungeon made those bodies, or were they former adventurers?
Well, if the clan was the dungeon there before,
No? That's
then,
why I went to go get a fresh keg, and that happened.
Then I guess. No? maybe
It's
maybe
it's
it
all it's all very convenient.
Maybe if Dungeon came from the Brethren's world, maybe so did they.
So you think it came with the Brethren?
It didn't start showing up until the Brethren did. Which,
The
considering the
coincidence.
theme,
But then there was that thing in Vinyoshin, and that's like not from their world.
Huh?
Cicero said it was learning, didn't have text before in any previous incarnations.
It's very clearly taking things from about everywhere. It's got Brethren objects, Vinyoshin literature. It's a hodgepodge of different places. After all, it was a dungeon and then a mine and then back to a dungeon. It doesn't have to make sense.
Yes, like call it pure conjecture, but I feel like there may be some sort of entity behind all this that's actively taking bits and pieces from whatever it learned from people who enter it.
Huh.
Well, I'm glad it didn't take any bits and pieces off of me, baby.
Hey,
You almost died, Vegas.
Almost.
so I kind of blacked out for a moment when we were down there. Did I miss anything interesting?
Oh yeah, the
No.
skull exploded. Were you awake for that? I think you were awake for that.
It
Yeah,
was the coolest
was.
part.
I ran away because it was, well, you know, it looked, well, Charlotte said it was going to explode. And...
You were out for about 6 seconds, no one worry about it.
Oh, okay. Thank you for the save, though.
What I do?
Yeah. You gave me your potion.
You were good at what you did, Ignatius. You braved that.
Hey, so did Vegas and Aspen. And they don't have the advantage of being dragons. Like,
No, you both do too. It's just
Of all the things that scare you, it sure wasn't that.
speaking of, you and this set are the first I've ever met of your kind, so...
Ignatius will sort of shrug off the compliments and slight adoration, and you know, it's what I do. It's my job.
What is your job anyway? Do you delve?
He'll sort of gussy himself up and, you know, straighten out his back, and I'm a paladin of Dramphine. Ignatius Ortratus at your service.
oh, paladin.
She looks to Uske when he says he's a paladin of Dranphine. Very
Vegas.
non-subtly.
Vegas' first reaction is cop points.
No, not even. He just scoffs. He's like, ugh, cop.
Well,
As for
Okay.
me, there's more of us than you'd think. Just, we've mostly been in hiding until recently.
what do you do then?
Oh, I just travel about.
Okay, and you said you
Just
were
taking care of my own business.
a performer? She kind of looks at Vegas.
Yep. I'm still waiting on some paperwork to clear with the league, but my manager's taking care of that.
Oh, you're one of those. Okay. And
Yeah.
Charlotte, what do you do? What
But
did you
also,
do?
I'm on a secret mission you'll learn about later.
Don't mind him. I have been admittedly a delver, although not really,
Don't mind him.
She perks up at that.
but not for much. First group I was in was trying to get money, and we didn't really do much of the fighting giant skulls thing. The second group I was part of, they were more just towards investigating and like escorting people through for research. But this, I don't do things like this usually, like fighting everything.
Oh, you do now.
Yes, and it's great.
And Aspen, What do? You're really good with that axe. So.
I walk. I fight.
So like a set then.
Sure, let's go with that.
Husky, you should let them know what you do.
If you insist, me and Vanya here have been helping each other in some occult research. There's quite a few things that we need to find out that you will not find in your average library, so we've been looking around.
She kind of
What a call.
nods. That's well, our business. But
Cool.
yeah, Husky, it just kind of, she just kind of likes the creepy stuff, I think.
The sorts of things that you might find out a bit more about in the dungeon, so lucky us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And well, before leaving home, I was just, well, yeah, I didn't really do anything impressive. Just, yeah, she just kind of sinks into the chair.
No, it's all right.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, same for me.
I pull out the tooth that I pulled off of the skeleton boss.
It is disintegrated. It's gone.
Oh,
No!
A handful of
Does
dust.
it like dust? Yeah.
Yeah, there's just dust in your bag now.
Why are you holding on to ashes?
It was a tooth.
Oh, weird.
Charlotte's gonna reach into her bag and pull out the orange she took from the dining hall and the Valo's Guide to Spirits book.
The book is still there. It's still blank. The food is still there. It is fresh still.
Huh.
No fair.
That could be something to write about.
I throw the dust into the fire.
She's quickly like noting down stuff that comes up like that.
That's gotta be bad for the lungs. Don't throw that in the fire.
Whoopsh, I do it.
The fireplace just engulfs the remaining ashes. Doesn't really
I can
flare up.
taste calcium.
Vanya's gonna take out that the locker trickery,
Mhm.
and just start messing with it, locking it, unlocking it, like almost repeatedly, sort of like a tick, while she's talking to the others.
Oh, I've seen that movie.
Rogue's fidget spinner.
Yeah, pretty much.
You sit there and you play with the lock of trickery, and you realize that locks are simple. When you get it open the first time, you know how to get it open every other time. Every other time you try, it's different. It's like the pins are being rearranged.
This
It's
is the
adapting, or just changing its pattern.
She kind of, while she's picking at it and not speaking, the tongue is like slightly out the side of the mouth. She's just like, Okay, this is good. This is good practice if anyone wants to learn how to pick locks.
Endless entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
I was with someone who used to pick locks.
I wanna learn how to pick a lock.
I can
Give it
teach you.
here.
Uh,
Show me your ways.
Okay, so, and she's gonna kind of delicately hold Vegas's hands as he's like trying to direct his own hands. She's gonna correct him and tell him what to listen for and how to feel out the pins. And I guess, do you want to try and roll to unlock it?
Yeah, what do I have to roll?
Sleight of hand at disadvantage.
Oh,
Can I give advantage from helping here? or-
No, the lock enforces disadvantage.
Ah,
That's
Oh.
the magical effect of the lock. Any attempts to unlock it are at disadvantage. You try to wiggle into it, but you're not making a lot of luck. It feels like your tools are just getting caught. You're not entirely sure what you're doing.
mm,
it's difficult. I'll teach you on a more mundane lock sometime, yeah?
okay.
Okay, cool. she takes the lock back and sits back down and starts fidgeting with it again. So, we know Ignatius is a Dramphene paladin. She a little bit of, for the first time, there's like a little bit of an edge to the words. But the rest of you, do you is it any did you have any professional edges, or you guys just had your own thing?
I've actually been away from delving for a bit, but my old group decided they want to hang up for a while, and I ran to Vegas just a few weeks ago and just joined along for the ride. I've been intending to travel, but delving would just be as good.
I used to be a knight.
She kind of glances to.
Can I insight check?
I was about to say,
Vegas?
can I insight that as
There's
well?
Vegas standing there in this like crop top leather jacket with fucking massive shoulder pads and a big hat and a full train on his pants.
I've worked with knights before. I've met some that were more eccentric than you, to be honest.
Is he
Yeah.
telling the truth?
Yeah.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Norman.
I thought that was just part of your persona.
No.
I'll
That's
admit,
Sir,
you
that's
don't
Sir
look the
Vegas
type.
to you.
Sir Vegas, I like that.
Aspen, you're really good with that weapon. Are you sure you didn't do anything before all this? Or
I mean, I practice with the axe. I kill a few mammoths.
she blinks. Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep what I did to myself. It's really not as. It's nowhere near as. She just kind of starts stuttering.
No,
and then
no,
stops.
it's not impressive. It's just food.
My food doesn't try to kill me, but okay.
There's less food where I am from.
True. I worked in my family's restaurant. She just kind of looks down at the lock. And
Oh, you
turns to
cook?
picking it.
Restaurant!
What's it called?
Do tell.
No, I don't plan on going back there anytime soon. So not right now.
An army runs on its
fair
stomach, you know?
It's like
The-
when people, it's like, oh, you draw me. It's like, oh, cook for me.
We should cook together sometime.
I can cook, but it's more to my own taste. Never really cooked meat before. She looks nervously at everyone else.
I will handle the meat. You cook everything else.
Okay. Well, maybe sometime. Alright. Yeah, the whole family kinda... Yeah.
Cool.
I was with a delver who was all about going to cafes, restaurants, and bars. Just like going to something new every town we went to.
Hmm.
He says it's how you get to know people and how you get to mingle and understand the culture a bit. Which is funny because he's Brethren, but I guess that means he's trying to understand our world.
He sounds like my dad. Just kind of rolls her eyes a little bit.
Wait, what was that supposed to mean?
He's all about saying that the best way to learn about people is to cook for them.
Oh, Garrett didn't cook. He never learned.
Oh. Huh.
Which is funny, but
No, I get you. I've hunted plenty of meal for myself before, but my cooking skills are relatively utilitarian. If anything, I'm more trained in the visual arts.
It's
Give me
really,
alcohol, please.
really Arnerian food though, so if you don't like that, then it's probably good to avoid it.
Glenn hops over the counter again. It fills you another ale, sets it on. Counter. You sure you don't want to slow down a little? I'll
take my drink and return to the group.
So you're Orion, right? Aspen?
Duh.
What sort of, other than mammoth, but what do you eat?
Oh, all sorts. You know, there's lots of dried meats, there's root vegetables, cheeses, anything that will keep.
Okay. Remind me to show you some of my trail mix.
Trail mix.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's dried fruit, nuts, that sort of thing.
That sounds pretty good.
I've learned over the years to not turn my snout up at much food.
I have learned over the years not to turn up nose at dried fruit.
Mm-hmm.
I like eating.
I try to only eat when I need to.
I do
Ignatius
admittedly consider myself a woman of distinguished taste.
chuckle at that.
Hiding
I-
foods away.
I'm a self-admitted gourmand, but I take calories where I can get them, given the lifestyle.
That had too many syllables for me.
She looks to Usky with silent speech. It just says, we gotta keep an eye out on Ignatius. I think he might not like what we're gonna get up to.
I think
It's
they're...
crime.
The secret
If we
ingredient is crime.
can... What's their secret ingredient? She'll
Secret
respond,
ingredient is crime.
if we can't find an angle that we can approach it from to make it something he'll go along with quietly, then I suppose there are other ways that we could go about. It's not like we were exactly going to do this to it in the open anyways.
Just very, very subtly nods.
Boy, I sure hope 2 new members of my party aren't conniving about anything.
As the best part is, no one can tell anything's happening.
Scarlet is busy trying to peel the orange she found.
Vanya's gonna hop up and offer her knife.
Oh, thanks. Wait, for a moment, she takes it. Have you washed it?
Yeah, of course.
All right. And then she's going to start slicing the orange. And she is very nervously going to bite into it.
It's strange. You've had oranges before. This is like so fresh. It feels like it just came off the tree.
How is it?
It's really fruity. It's tangy. It's not dry. Huh. She'll keep eating, kind of astounded.
What do you mean not dry?
Well, it's ripe. It's like it's good to eat. It's not been like sitting in a basket for days.
It's a shame it kind of closed up. I should have. See, I was really nervous if you ate it that you would like start turning into a weird zombie thing.
A giant flaming skull.
Oh, one of those. I don't think that's possible though.
Right, now that would have been the twist, but it looks like the dungeon was just copying regular food as best it could, and it all showed up exactly as that stretch of dungeon first appeared.
Did it pretty well, inside and out.
Then again, we don't really encounter too many flaming skulls in our daily life. At least
Maybe-
I don't.
You know, that's the first one I've ever seen.
I never knew they could get that big.
Hopefully it'll last, but we'll have to see.
Well, we're going to be going down there who knows how many times going forward. If you aren't
Yeah.
ready to see anything, you might want to back out while you still can.
What sort of time are we getting to now?
Let's say that now that you guys have gotten back up to the surface and have settled in, another 2 hours has passed, and it was a little bit. It was several hours after noon, and it's now getting close to night.
Usky, I'm gonna get us a room sorted, and I think I'm gonna turn in for the night.
Let me know where it is.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to join you at some point.
She'll hop over.
Vegas, do you want your own room?
Yeah, I mean, why? Do you want your own room?
I mean, I don't care really.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have my own room.
Alright, I'll get my own as well.
From slightly, like, below the counter, I guess, like, her ears are only just slightly peeking over the top of it. She's like, excuse me?
Glenn leans up onto the counter, and you just see how massive this bison man is compared to you.
She's
Yes.
used to that.
Damn.
Hey, can I get one of the rooms sorted for me? And then she points over to Husky. For Husky as well?
Oh, of course. He turns around and reaches up onto a key holding rack behind the counter, grabs a single key, and reaches out and hands it to you, dropping it into your palm. Yes, room 12. That one's got 2 beds.
How complicated are your locks?
I'm not sure why.
Okay. She'll just
Oh, no.
How
Happily-
complicated are your locks? You want to find out?
happily
What a
drop
strange
them,
thing to say.
and she'll drop the key into Husky's lap. I'll see you up there. Which
Normal
door is it?
behavior from normal.
So kind of as the evening, approaches and like the sunlight stops kind of being as prevalent through the windows, then the hood from a ski will again come off and you will be able to see her face in a bit less frantic of a situation than when fighting the skull earlier.
Is it this door over here?
No, that's a window.
Oh.
It is upstairs, and there are no immediate rooms. So once you head up there, we will conclude with the scene. I assume everyone is gonna get a room for the night.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Once Asky
Yeah.
moves off the sofa, Aspen's just gonna lie down on the sofa. Hey, I'm good here.
Yeah, Ignatius is just gonna
Gets a room
aim
for
pose in
one.
the middle of the room.
If you try and move me, I take hands.
I would like to see you try, but not tonight. I want it to be more of a show. As she departs also.
So how complicated is this lock?
The lock to your room?
Yes.
It's like a DC 10. It's a basic lock.
Okay, I'm going to pick my way in.
All right, go ahead and give me a sleight of hand. Let's see how long it takes.
I'm in.
11. Yeah, immediately get the door unlocked. No
I
effort.
go inside and then lock it behind me. And then
Which
hop
room is mine?
straight onto
Are
the
you gonna
nearest
lock
bed.
it with the key, or are you gonna?
No,
So,
with the picks.
these staircases are. This leads up to the second floor, but there's no actual second floor. So,
Alright.
yes. After a bit, you will
We're all
turn.
sleeping on the stairs.
Yeah, you turn in for the night. Can I get a? Let's do an Arcana check from Aski for
Alrighty.
your
let's see
shenanigans.
Here. Aww. This is so sad.
Alright. Charlotte, can I get a perception check?
Fun. Perception. 21.
With 21, as you're trying to settle in for the night and go to sleep, you hear a tapping at your window, and while it would initially startle you, you quickly recognize that there is a mage hand poking at your window, and it quickly retreats.
Noticing this, I'll find something thin. Let me see for my possessions. I probably don't have anything suitable. I know, I have a torch unlit, and I'm just gonna use it to sort of like barricade the window if I can. And then I'm going to bed.
Yeah, alright, I gotta respect that.
The mischief had its desired effect.
Yes, SK, your laughter is shared and echoed in your head.
Oh, good.
Interesting.
You are your best comedian. Anyways. The night passes, and you get a very, very restful sleep. It has been a while. The beds here are very comfortable. The night passes quite quickly. You all go ahead and get your long rest.
Ooh, this means I get to change out my spells. Cleric business.
Vanya's just kind of sprawled out on the bed, just kind of snoring somewhat loudly for how small she is.
Like a fucking drill, oh my god!
By the way,
Sawing logs!
I took no damage in that dungeon run.
I noticed.
Aspen over
Oh,
here,
look at you.
almost recovering twice my hit points in a long rest.
Jesus.
Well,
Yeah, I was pretty low after that.
come morning, Cicero, not Cicero, Glenn will have prepared breakfast downstairs.
So very reminiscent of the zombies and skeletons and everything. Vanya's kind of trudging down the stairs. Anyone talking to her just gets monosyllabic grunts in response.
And Glenn has set out sort of like a breakfast buffet. There's just all sorts of different foods. There's bacon, there's eggs, there's mashed potatoes, there's these big biscuits doused in butter. There
Glenn
are
gets poked in the
there's
leg.
also lots of greens. There's some fresh leeks and carrots. Some ripe fruit, bananas, apples, and so on. And then there are sweet rolls piled up in the middle.
What's the occasion?
It's
Having
breakfast.
a basement now, I suppose.
Glenn
agree.
gets prodded in the
Breakfast,
leg.
yes.
And Vanya just looks up to him with this sort of almost bloodshot eyes. Coffee, please.
Oh, of course, right away.
Thank you. Kind of slumps into the
I would
chair.
fancy some tea or coffee as well, please.
Aspen!
Aspen's still like holding the sofa.
She's gonna chuck a biscuit at Aspen.
Okay, wait, hold on. Biscuit hits Aspen straight in the fucking face.
Do they wake up?
Slowly.
It's like when Krillin threw that rocket Goku.
Well, they just like rise off the sofa like fucking Dracula out the coffin.
That's great.
They don't get up, they just pivot from their heels.
Yeah, they just hinge that shit.
Does he normally do that?
I don't know. Do you normally do that, Aspen?
I don't know. This morning. Also,
Might be
do not call me
reflexive.
he.
My bad.
Who did we lose?
Looks like we got a disconnect on
Viola.
Viola. Welcome back.
Oh, so... what? So, not he, so... What, they, them?
They, them, yes.
Okay.
Noted.
There are two people in this world who know what I was born with, and they are my parents. And it will stay that way.
Oh, okay.
I wonder who will end up knowing what you die with.
For that to happen, I would have to die. This will not happen.
It won't.
We'll at least try our best.
Would we have had time to sort of look over that Fiend Protection scroll last night, Duo?
Oh yeah. Eski was the one who procured it.
Yeah, I was able to identify it, I think, like, immediately, so...
It's more kind of just
Yeah.
RP flavor kind of reading.
Oh, yeah, specifically us. That's fair. Yeah, probably sometime, back, in the evening, we had...
Foundry.
Yeah, I'm looking at those numbers. Oh boy. Yeah, during the night that we had back in our room, we probably had plenty of time to start giving that a little study to see some of the things involved in it.
Other than that, Vanya's just kind of tucking into mostly the greens. If there are eggs, she is taking some of those, though.
There are.
And it's very specifically avoiding meats.
How big are the sweet rolls?
They're pretty big. About the size of your fist.
Okay.
That's massive.
Yeah.
For me, anyway.
Also, holy shit, quadruple digit ping squad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at this.
Forge is
We're all going
chugging.
super duper saiyan.
Oh my gosh, I'm an entrant now. Oh.
So I'm gonna stack 2 sweet rolls on top of each other, and then try and like, like I'm gonna make this pencil disappear, but like by eating it,
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I was
okay.
scared you were
Uh,
gonna sweet roll through your hand.
Make a
Joker's
constitution
trick.
check for me.
Oh god.
I want to see if you choke.
Vanya's just staring at this happening.
You said save.
Constitution check, not a save. We'll find out if you need to make a save.
Holy shit.
Natural
Holy
20. Both
Nice.
sweet rolls disappear into your mouth.
Champion behavior.
That
And
is
then, like,
amazing.
The giant cylinder like swallow and then normal shaped throat afterward. It's like, like that was way too close.
Is your face supposed to do that?
Looks to Charlotte. Does he do that all the time?
He impresses
Every day,
himself
baby.
sometimes.
Yusef just blinks in silence and just continues eating breakfast, taking a little bit of everything, but mostly focusing on meat.
Aspen, can you do that too?
I have no idea.
Neither did Gal 5 seconds ago.
Yeah.
Aspen's just kind of like grabbing food from around the table and just like piling it up in front of them, but like without being able to see their eyes behind the hair, it's not clear if they're actually looking at what they're grabbing or if they're just assembling stuff.
I'm just gonna say Ignatius is eating like the most normal person here, I guess.
Jarvis
Napkin
is
and
having.
lap, fork and knife.
Yeah, fork, knife, a little napkin on his lap, proper portions and serving sizes.
Vegas has a bib.
Vanya's
Jarvis just having mashed potatoes and fruit.
Vanya's looks like she's almost guarding her plate from anyone sat next to her. Not in a way like she's going to immediately spring to violence, but it seems an almost like unconscious way of her eating.
Hmm.
Look, aside from the occasional cackling, a ski is eating pretty normal right now.
She's just sat there
Dude.
cackling while eating.
Fuck.
Oh yeah,
Does
no,
that ever
there's
happen?
just there's a time there are moments when she just like gazes at another person across the table and laughs to herself.
Does that ever happen to you? Because like I'll do that just like while things are quiet, and I'll just like giggle to myself because I think of something funny, and I look like I'm insane because I'm just like looking down and like, heh.
And you can't explain it. You cannot elaborate in any fucking way, because no one else will get it.
Oh, exactly.
Glenn,
So basically, Charlotte, Ethan, and Ignatius are the only ones with proper table manners. Got it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Glenn comes over with a fresh pot of coffee and pours you a pretty sizable drink.
She looks up to Glenn, just like, "Oh, Pyrrha, you're fantastic," and she just takes this coffee and just starts necking it, just like gluck gluck gluck.
He
So,
Very concernedly
I know.
heads over and fills up one for Iset as well.
Hey, Glenn.
Thank you.
At the smell of pouring coffee, Aspen's nose just visibly starts twitching, and like Aspen just reaches for a mug and holds it out.
Ethan takes up her mug and just sips from it rather daintily.
can I get a refill?
You're already finished.
Mid pour into Aspen's mug, looks over, realizes you drank the whole thing already.
I clicked on that coffee video and I lost 10 seconds of audio with y'all from how loud it was.
Oh,
I was just overwhelmed by coffee.
I love
Coffee,
that
what's
video.
coffee? I'm in a fresh pot.
Yeah, it's such a good video.
And there was just like sputtering in the background.
It's one of my favorite jokes at work. I'll just
Okay.
like put that over the headset and just like start a war.
This second cup is more daintily drank, however.
Vegas is gonna take a sip of milk and then like open his mouth and lean back and point into his mouth like to the coffee pot that Glenn's holding, and then back. It's like, I'm gonna take this shot straight.
I don't think I can do that. We'll
Yes,
probably
you can.
burn you.
The pot's right there. I can take it. I'm saying this telepathically because my mouth is full.
I think, no, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Vegas has the skill to have a mouthful of milk and still talk.
I
Gargling.
can't hold all
That's
this milk.
fucking gay.
This is someone else's character, but I feel like they got it.
Oh my god. Performance check, I guess.
Oh, geez.
Oh gosh.
Oh my
Shame I'm not
god.
level 3 yet. I don't have a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He looks at you, and he looks at the coffee pot, and then, like, the milk that you essentially have as creamer already in your mouth, and is like, alright, and very, very carefully, starts pouring coffee into your mouth. Go ahead and make the con save this time.
Oh my god. I don't have guidance, so good luck.
She's watching. Vanya's watching this in disbelief.
Oh. Holy
You-
shit.
You
It's
managed
so
to...
hilarious if you got in that one there.
You managed
Yeah,
to somehow... The cream through the milk is helping neutralize a bit of the heat, and it goes down pretty smooth.
But you still see Vegas like claw into the table as like it hits him.
The
But
cream.
yeah, success. I did it.
Oh, okay. I thought I liked coffee, but that's I don't like coffee, I need it.
Are you okay, Vegas?
And he's like wiping a tear from the corner of his eye. Yeah.
Are any of us okay, truly?
Are you going to do it again?
No.
Okay.
That about says it all, doesn't it?
So we have, what, 2 people having a normal breakfast now?
Normal breakfast. I'm having.
Does the
I'm having-
jackal have any funny tricks? Do you think Ignatius should cook some rashers of bacon with his fire breath?
I'm having girl
I think
bacon.
I'm good on tomfoolery for the moment.
I think Aspen's having a fairly normal
I
breakfast.
agree.
It's just a variety.
Yes, a lot of food, otherwise just normal. Yeah. Yeah, no, Vanya is now finished with food and is just nursing this second coffee of hers very normally, rather than downing it.
As you all finish up breakfast, the door gets abruptly kicked open in a very similar style
No, that's
as
my line.
as Vegas, and a tall serving woman steps in, followed by Cicero.
Vanya just like leaps out of her chair and looks at the door like, oh, okay.
She rushes over to where Vegas is sitting and kind of like almost rudely kind of like pushes his hat forward over his head.
Ah,
You didn't tell me you were staying here tonight.
change of plans, boss.
Sorry, we had an incident. It's all been handled. It's all fine.
Who's this?
That's my manager.
I was going to
Hi,
ask if it was your
Vegas's
girlfriend,
manager.
but
And who's this lot you're hanging out with?
Folks.
the people
We're
who kept
his
the
new
people who kept your
coworkers.
client from dying in a suddenly appeared dungeon.
You went into a dungeon?
The dungeon.
I was looking over him. He did great.
It suddenly appeared where the storage closet should have been.
He took a fireball on the chin.
Yeah.
That one I
Glad.
did not suggest.
I was hiding.
Well, delving's pretty good for Storied Histories League, so that's probably not too big a deal.
She kind of
It wasn't. And Vegas dusts off his shoulder like Pantomime's dusting it off.
With her free hand, she kind of offers it to Vegas's manager. I'm Vanya, who are you?
She reaches down and takes your hand. Her hands are huge. Her arms are ripped. She is just muscled all over. How do you pronounce her name, Gal?
Which one?
The not stage name.
Oh, Deirdre.
Deirdre. Okay. She takes your hand, gives it a pretty hearty shake, kind of shakes most of your body with it. I'm Deirdre. I used to go by Doom Girl mostly.
Okay, nice to meet you. Just goes back to her chair.
This was my fault. I'm sorry about that. I should have told you when it was a bit chaotic. Skeletons came in. We had to drive him out, and it was spur of the moment. And we were tired by the time we came back. That was on me.
The room was free. I couldn't pass up.
Well, a free stay's pretty good. Speaking
It's
of
free
which,
stays forever now.
Deidre pulls out a letter, hands it to you, Vegas. It looks like all the paperwork's in order.
On God?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
So, you're being requested to make a stop by Louvain. You're
I
gonna
don't
have
my map up.
you're gonna have your first show match over there.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
That quick?
Yep.
Oh.
You all are in the league. Well, isn't today
me.
just getting more and more exciting?
Say what?
It's like
the League of
yeah, it's like show fighting.
You've never heard of the Storied Histories League?
I may have heard people talk. It is not my thing.
Talking or the league?
The league, show fighting. I'd rather just fight.
You can do both.
There's plenty visceral to it from what I've seen.
The showboating, the planning is not for me. If I'm going to get into a fight with someone, it's because of heat of the moment, not because someone has booked it.
Kind of makes sense.
Can't relate.
It's like theater, but with much more violence.
Huh.
Some of the best entertainment you can get.
I prefer books.
Speaking of, Cicero snuck in behind and quietly sat down at the end of the table.
Oh, that's my car out there, huh? Wagon.
Yes, you can see the end of the Rio.
Let's go.
Well, it looks like you all are getting your fill this morning. How'd you sleep?
Like the dead. Yeah, like the dead.
Pretty well.
Oh, well, you know.
Yep.
Sofa is surprisingly comfortable.
You could have had a room.
Duh, but I was there, I was very worn out, and there was the fire.
I like sleeping on a good, not bed every now and again.
Well, it sounds like you'll make great delvers then. I procured a wagon for you. It's out front. And just as a token of my appreciation, I have a lead for you.
What kind of a lead?
A dungeon lead. And he tosses a letter out into the middle of the table.
I catch it out of the air.
Make a sleight of hand check. If anyone else wants to intercept, you can also make a sleight of hand check.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Oh god, everyone's
Same.
gonna be lunging across the tables. You're civilized, folk!
I don't know if anyone's gonna beat Vanya.
Probably not, but yeah, no.
There is physically no way I could beat Vanya if I tried.
Vegas, you reach out to try and snatch this letter, and you're almost certain you have it, and you open your hand, it's just gone, and Vanya's sitting next to you with it in her hand already.
She barely.
Her with the ski just kind of calmly looking over her shoulder as they both read it.
She barely kind of moves. Just kind of hops up out of the chair, kind of a quick little bounce, and just grabs it and just starts reading it over and out
One
loud.
frame jab.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright. I will, I'll DM you the letter so you can read it. I think it'll be funnier that way.
Okay, so it says, Cicero, the dungeon is here in Dole. We're almost certain of it now. Adolian Guard have barricaded access to it as a way to ignore it, but I keep getting reports of strange sounds at night and moving shadows in alleyways. She kind of glances at Usky. One person has already turned up dead. I'm afraid more will follow if we can't seal this problem.
Charlotte immediately slams her hands on the table.
Please
Don't.
send your first available delving crew our way imminently? Samson.
Wait.
She just
That's
looks,
my husband!
She just looks to Charlotte.
Your husband.
What?
Well, he sent us a letter. Well, Cicero a letter. Do you want to look?
She immediately reaches over the table to grab it.
Just just hands it over.
Since when was Samson involved with the Delvers? That was
Well,
my
since they
thing.
started posing some mortal peril to him, I presume. It sounds like this dungeon is already serious business.
Yes.
Cicero chimes in from the end of the table. I don't believe he's a Delver. I think he's part of the Dolian Guard.
Yes, he is. He is.
That's how the
Okay, that's
letter
really-
came into my possession. He was looking to hopefully inquire about a delving crew for this problem.
Vegas, we have to go as soon as possible.
All right. I mean, does the rest of the group have any objections to that?
No, not in the slightest.
We just, wait, is that like on the way to, or is it past where I need to be for my first show?
Louvain is from here dead west, but it's a good distance. It is probably about 4 to 5 days of travel. Dole is to the west, but it's a little bit more south, close to the Venetian border. But adding it on would probably only give you like maybe an extra day or two, because
So I'd
you
make
could
the
head
time.
there first and then go north to Louvain.
Okay, so I'd make time for it.
It wouldn't be that big of a detour.
All right, yeah, we can, yeah. I mean, if nobody else has any objections, we can go.
No? In fact, I'm kind of excited to go into the delve again.
Yeah, I am very interested to see if we'll run into any of your other associates, Cicero. I think we
Oh,
need
my
to put our research a bit further together if we're going to be dealing with this as quickly as you seem to want to.
Well, it's a lead. We don't know much about this particular dungeon entrance, but we know that it exists, and it needs to be dealt with.
And it says that they barricaded it, so they know where it is. So... Okay. Right, we can, I guess we can go when everyone's ready. And Charlotte seems to seem like she wants to go, like, as soon as possible.
Charlotte's already moving out.
Thank you, Glenn! She just starts following.
Thank you for your services, Glenn.
Onward to chase the shadows again.
Oh, Husky! We're gonna go into the new one.
There
Wow.
is outside a big, very spacious wagon with massive wheels. As Cicero heads up to the front and pets the draft horses that are pulling the wagon, you now have in your possession a Rocksteady wagon. This is the very durable wagon.
Hey, Aspen, it's it.
Mhm.
Do you want to share this one?
Duh.
I don't have any firm opinions either way, admittedly, but
So, 4 people for each wagon. Vegas, Charlotte, and Deidre are going to be on the Rio. So that leaves 1 space there. Everyone else can sort into the next one.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it would be hilarious if the cop and the spooky lady are at the same time.
That's
Oh,
gonna be funny.
absolutely, 100%.
he said in turn is more than content to let those dish it out among themselves.
This is gonna be god awful. I
She looks
love it.
a little disappointed when Isette steps towards the other wagon, but looks to Husky and says, "Let's get in there real quick and put our stuff in one of the rooms, I guess."
And
Uh,
let's
the
keep him
interior-
on his toes when we can.
The interior is 10 feet wide and 10 feet to the ceiling and 20 feet long. There are no individual rooms. there are a couple bunks that sit out from either side, and 2 windows.
Gonna scramble onto one of the. I guess they're like the bunk beds, one on top of the other. I'm gonna scramble up to the top of one of those and start setting my stuff inside.
I think Aspen will just kind of like claim the one underneath.
Underneath Vanya.
Yeah.
It'd be very funny if you were on top.
Just falls through, crushes Vanya in the night.
Just hit
Oh,
a rock in
no.
the road. Aspen immediately falls over. Anyways. With that, we'll be changing scenes.
Okay.
As we're now entering the travel portion of the segment. And I assume everyone sees where the Bristle Inn is right now.
Mm-hmm.
And your wagon at the current moment. So Dole, as you notice, has a exclamation point, so you know where your current objective is. If you want to head straight there, you're more than welcome. You are also welcome to detour. I am prepared for the shenanigans that you guys are going to pull this time. So, which direction are we navigating?
Okay, so
Kind of best idea would go to like Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron first. It doesn't look like you'd be able to cross any further down the river, so
The issue
Called
is
rapids,
usually
so
roads are
why?
the fastest and most efficient. Get through the wilderness, man, and what's gonna be like.
Are there any roads around here?
Yeah, go in South Bristol into Soursport, and then it'll go down to Dole.
Oh, true.
wouldn't we need the map of Alamance to see that? Because I know the large one doesn't have any roads, but the individual kingdoms do.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not showing up here.
Oh, my screen is like black, and I was like reading off the.
Yeah, I needed to
Always got
refresh to
map.
get the map to work.
Interesting. There are people who have black screens here.
Yeah,
I did
I can
earlier.
see it.
I'm reloading.
You
It
might
is
need
a
to
very
refresh.
big map, so
No, I do it.
yes. I'm just doing some travel estimations, depending on which way you guys want to go.
Because I can't see roads. Then you said there's one that goes down to Soisport, and then
Just
Over to
assume
town.
that you are taking the roads unless you tell me otherwise.
okay.
I think we should take the roads, but a mile offset, so we're just walking alongside them, but not actually on them.
Don't think we really need to avoid the roads.
Joke,
it
don't,
would
don't
be
take
funny.
that serious.
Jeez, this is a long trip.
That's what wagons are for.
Thought we were stopping in Aaron first, or am I just going crazy?
Do you
Um,
want to stop to Aaron or go straight to Dole?
With the way from Soisport, it's probably better to just go straight to Dole after that. Pick up supplies and then head straight to Dole.
Based off this, 24, 32.
So wait,
each
why
of
would
these individual segments is about 54 miles. You can go 54 miles in 8 hours of travel.
oh,
On average, you will have to stop every 54 miles to give the draft horses a break. If you want to continue going on, they will need to make, I believe it is con saves, so that they don't get exhausted. They will eventually become exhausted, and you will slowly lose speed.
How many hours a day travel is this?
You get, I believe, 8 hours.
So this is nearly a month to get to Dole.
It
No,
should
it's
not be
a
a
week.
month.
It was
It-
8 days.
Yeah, just a little over a week.
Oh, okay.
It would be a
Welcome
good
to world
idea
travel.
to get supplies at Soursport because, like,
Yeah.
I don't know how long we were planning to travel.
Sounds good. We'll do that route, I guess. Is everyone okay with it?
I thought Lavane was the place with the dungeon.
Dole is. Levain's where Vegas is from.
No, it's
hang
where my
on.
show is.
Where his show is, so. So we'd
What
have
are
to go.
what are we
down still, then
tracking
up to
food
Lavane.
wise? Like, how's that working?
Your new wagon, and I'm gonna go ahead and say the Rio, is stocked with roughly a week's worth of food rations for right now.
Okay.
So, you can always scavenge, some survival checks to maybe hunt and acquire meal. You also, have food for the draft horses. Also a week's worth. You will likely have to pick up more, depending on whether you want to do that in Sourceport or when you get to Dole.
Hmm.
Yeah, we should travel down to Soursport, get whatever we can to farm money,
Yeah.
and head to Dole.
Next question. Who's driving the second car?
Yeah, who is driving the second wagon?
'Cause
Oh my god, Bear's driving!
Has skills in vehicle driving.
I do not.
I believe anybody is able to get proficiency with the tool. Let me find it real quick.
Yeah, Ignatius' proficiency in calligraphy, playing cards, and land vehicles.
What are you
the
gonna
single
name
hand
it?
rain tool. It allows delvers to leave one hand free. Ability checks to use the single hand rain tools. Use the driver's choice of Constitution or Wisdom. All classes can choose this proficiency at first level. So if anyone wants to retroactively be proficient, I will allow it.
Okay.
Aspen, do you want to take that?
Not in particular.
Okay. I don't really think Van is gonna have learned how to drive a wagon, so
It's very funny given the wagon that you're riding too. She just looks so tiny on top.
she's teeny. Yeah. So it looks like Ignatius is our driver.
You fine with that, priest?
Oh yeah, I volunteered him after all.
All right.
The call is off the road, he can't see what we're doing.
All right. I assume your manager's driving your wagon.
Unless I need to take over for any reason, but yeah.
All right.
I'd assume I'm proficient in driving it because I like going on joyrides or some shit.
Yeah, most likely. Alrighty, let's see here. Got the book open. So I'm looking for mobile encounters. Alright. Alrighty. So Soursport is the first destination, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. It's about 2 days of travel. obviously you will camp in the wilderness for the first night. Go ahead and somebody. Actually, no, we'll have Priest. Priest, make me a survival check.
Ooh, I'm great at these.
Whoa.
See? It was almost a 19. It was on 19 for a second there.
Alright. Well, the first night, goes okay. But the second morning, as you are getting the wagons on the road again, you end up driving part of the wagon into a little bit of a rock outcropping that is sticking out of the road, and the wagon takes a little bit of damage. A single point.
We good.
While we're stopped on that first night, I guess, can I check that over? Is there anything I can do to just, like, patch it up?
Let's see. Where's the...
Don't really have any proficiencies in anything to related to it, so...
So that's for that. Patching. You can expend one use of a maintenance kit to make a Wainwright check to restore HP to a number of dice to the wagon's level. So, up that specific page. Maintenance kit. Here we are. The kit weighs 70 pounds. Contains wood, glue, ammunition, rivets, replacement lumber, pre-ground arcane crystals, and other expendable tools. Most of the kit is tucked underneath the cabin, but the tools for patching damage in a fight are stored directly under a hatch in the floor. A wagon can only carry one maintenance kit at a time. The cost of a kit increases as repair needs become more complex, and higher quality kits can restore more supplies. A wagon's minimum kit quality increases every 4 levels after level 1. A maintenance kit uses can be refilled at a Wainwright shop, and most wagon shops charge a proportional cost for partial kit replacements. So, you currently have a lesser maintenance kit type. It's basically the level 1 equivalent of a basic healing potion. It has 4 uses. You can attempt to make a Wainwright check to consume one of those uses. The repair die. The die that you get for the repair is based on your check result.
Okay.
So,
So we're talking, like, very superficial damage here, right?
yes, it's a single point of damage. It's
Yeah, I'm
also
not
on the
even gonna-
hardiest wagon.
Not even gonna bother then. It's just kind of, we should get it sorted when we arrive, but it should be okay.
How long would it take to repair?
Uh,
I was gonna say I can make an estimate.
yeah, let me get it here. I'm trying to remember if it's a short rest or a long rest.
Okay, because the second we stop for night, Ignatius would want to get right on it.
Okay. So, patching is an action. I think I am thinking of maintenance. So, as part of a short rest, you can perform maintenance on a wagon. Other than just patching, you can also tune and fiddle with the components, of which you don't currently have any. When you perform maintenance, the patch option becomes available again. So if you're in the middle of combat and you need to hastily patch something, you can do so, but you will have to perform maintenance to be able to do so again.
Okay.
So, during maintenance, you can use as many uses of the maintenance kit during maintenance to take the patch action at advantage, or use one use of it to replenish a component's uses.
Okay.
So you could do it as part of a short rest, and it would be advantage.
So,
Alright.
Vanya's gonna approach Aspen and say, "Hey, while we're stopped, do you want to try and help me patch this?"
Duh. It's new to me, but duh.
Yeah, same. And yeah, I guess me and Aspen are gonna try to patch it up.
All right. Make a strength or intelligence check. Your choice.
I would like to make an intelligence check, please.
Go ahead and do it at advantage because Aspen's helping you.
Okay. It didn't roll advantage, but
Cool.
here you go. So 22.
22. With a 22, you can roll a d12.
Okay. Boop. And boop.
Wow. Yeah, you
Nicely done.
very expertly patch up the damage as if it was never there.
She
Missing one
looks-
hit point, rolls 12.
She looks to Aspen and just kind of nods. Yeah, I think we did a good job.
Are you sure you have done this before?
Promise, but I could try.
I think you have knack for it.
And if you don't already, go ahead and give yourself proficiency with Wainwright's tools.
Could I get the spelling for that?
Yeah, I'll put it in chat.
Because it's not a.
It's not a normal tool, yeah.
Yeah.
The single-handed Rain and the Wainwright. The Rain is for drive checks. For like having to do maneuvers or do something quickly. The Wainwright tools just uses strength or intelligence, which means if you're proficient, you could add your proficiency bonus to it.
I cannot seem to add a custom proficiency.
I can dabble with it later.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like the same done for myself, given I chose land vehicle for this sort of thing.
Okay.
Would Aspen get that as well, being that they helped?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and allow that.
Cool.
Neat. We'll be the pit crew.
Yeah.
It also says you could use Tinkerer's tools if you happen to have those.
I do not. Just Thieves' tools.
But yes. Alright. Priest, go ahead and roll me another survival check.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm so good at these.
Try not sucking this time.
13, baby.
There we go. Alright. After a second day's worth of travel, you arrive at Soursport. I forgot to change music since you guys, got out. Alright, where is Soursport's journal?
Oh, very, very nice travel music. Me like you.
Alright. At the Causeway's west end, Soursport's vibe is both Arnarian and Albanian. The Causeway Bridge disappears over the horizon past Soursport's shore to create the Strait of Glass. While the city has a larger Arnarian population than anywhere else in the Albanian homeland, Soursport's alley identity is almost exaggerated. Its energy is like a slap on the back and an invitation to come on in. The bridge across the Strait of Glass is a kind of a moral elastic band, pulled taut by the expectations of life in Arnaria. The band snaps here. The first alley city a newcomer sees is a den of sin. If it's bad for you, it's available along the docks of Soursport. Your wagons pull in and you see a crowd of what seems to be people traveling. All sorts of people that you would be more accustomed to, Vanya and Aski, as you came from this direction at one point. So you kind of got the same traveling experience, where you came across the bridge, the causeway, and saw the vast, like, kingdom side of Alamanes. And you're now witnessing it from this side, where people are coming over and departing for whatever destination they're heading to.
Only just here.
Yeah, well, we aren't going to be here for long. We just need to find some things that are useful, and then we're back on the road again.
Mm-hmm. Ignatius, you might want to keep it moving at a decent pace. If you stop for too long, they might take the wheels.
Ignatius will chuckle and assure them that such a thing is unlikely to happen under his purview.
I bet Aspen will spook him too.
Well,
Just getting glances to Aspen.
First,
We'll get it just a little grin.
First things first, let's see if we can't find a jeweler or something to offload some of these things onto and get a bit more proper spending money.
Oh, yeah, true.
So, you want to look around to offload the crystals, or the gems, and then I assume find some extra supplies.
Did we ever find out what that key opened?
Nope.
Huh.
It's a mystery
Oh, I'm
key.
sure it'll come in
Okay,
handy exactly when we need it to.
I
Or
do
when
want to point out
whoever
that don't
made
list
it
what it
needs
does
it
on the
to.
treasure
One at a
chest.
time.
It does point out what it does on the treasure chest sheet.
Oh, okay. Well, so I'm assuming we're all grouped together now.
Your wagons are within reach of each other that you can talk across them without having to shout.
Okay. Oh, is that? Did you want that leather armor that was there? The one with the smoke?
Vera?
Sorry,
Vanya was asking you a question.
I did not catch it at all.
Did you want the leather armor, the one with the smoke coming off of it?
Oh yes, please.
Okay. And she'll kind of shuffle that over to you.
He said gladly takes it from you.
I guess we just sell the jewels then.
Yeah, sell the rest of it.
Yes.
Divvy it up.
Alright. Somebody make a investigation check or perception check to find a stall.
I can roll investigation. Ah, yeah, I already did it. Was it one or group?
Anybody that would like to.
Haha!
I'll have a perception check.
He who?
Oh wait, perception was an option?
Yeah.
I roll that instead?
Investigation, Yeah.
Ski and Vanya have been here before. We know a place.
18. Nice.
Apparently so does Aspen.
Alright, let's see here. Yeah, Eski, Vanya, Aspen, and Charlotte, you do notice that there is a bazaar along the main entrance to Soursport. And there's currently a Venusian wolf looking over the stall. He's talking with a Ligonian mole about the crystals that he is procured. Let's see. With the dirty 20 and the 21, Vanya and Niskate, you can overhear their conversation as you approach. The wolf seems to be indicating that he's interested in these particular crystals because they have very peculiar properties to them. You even are able to get a bit of a glance as he's describing them, and you'll notice that the crystals themselves seem to have almost like bottled lightning within them. They kind of give like the flash of lightning every so often. The vendor claims that he got them from the throne of the Easterlies nearby to the south. But the wolf seems very adamant that that is impossible because nobody has ever been able to get up to the summit.
Can I insight check for the guy claiming he went up to the throne?
Yeah, go ahead.
The stars align. Fear their portents.
It seems like he has. You get the impression that he is making a claim that he may have like tunneled his way somehow in order to avoid the very strong gusts of wind that come from the throne, which has been able to keep most people, including those that can fly, including dragons, at bay.
Those look really cool.
After a little bit of bickering, the wolf ends up purchasing one of the gems and trots off. Who's approaching the vendor?
Someone better than me talking should probably.
I can glad hand it. I'll get us great rates.
Yeah, I believe that.
If you insist, Vegas.
Alright, watch and learn.
She does, in fact, watch intently.
But will she
Alright.
learn?
Let's find out. What do I have to do to fence these jewels?
I would say make a persuasion check and tell me what you say.
Mhm. We got these babies straight from the dungeon itself.
Oh,
Ooh.
with a dirty 20, Soft Spoke, this Ligonian mole here with his gray fur and his very big glasses, perks up off his stool when you mention the dungeon. He's like, oh, absolutely, I would love to procure those. Let me see what you have. And he, as you set it out across the table, he takes a quick look and pulls out this very comically large jeweler's lens. You don't know why it's this big. It's like, it doesn't need to be this big. There's nobody who has an eye this big.
It's a telescope.
Yeah, it might as well be at this point.
Let him have his fun.
I'm proud of him.
For whatever reason, he seems to be very interested in each of the like faucets of like the opal, and especially the black pearls, and with the dirty 20 as well. I say that you will be able to very easily get full price for all the gems. So
Awesome.
that is 2,600 gold in the bank.
How about 2,605? My team almost died getting these.
Noting this down.
Make another persuasion check for me.
Oh my god.
You're
God.
haggling for 5 gold.
Yeah, I'm just being a bit.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
All right, fine. And he tosses another 5 gold to you.
I
Pleasure
did
doing
almost
business.
die, actually. She calls out from the back.
I know. Vegas is like doing the thing where he's like checking his nails nonchalantly, walking back to the group with all that gold.
That was amazing.
Well, look at you. You did it.
I'm a pro. Never even doubt me for a second. Anyway, let's divvy this up. But that 5 gold is going to me. I haggled that.
Sure, this is more money than I've ever seen.
Yeah, go ahead and give yourself that 5 gold. I'm trying to manage the treasure funds. Whenever you guys take an item or sell an
Take
item.
your time.
2,600 divided by 7 gives us a nice 371 points. Something. You know, nice and even.
We'll see what it comes out to when Duo does the math for us.
Do you want to divvy it up, or do you want to keep it all together in the treasure pile and just pull from it as needed?
I thought you were about to say, do you want to keep it all to yourself? And I was like, ooh.
I
What?
mean, you could try and do that. You'll
No,
probably get your ass
fucking-
kicked.
Yeah, in front of everyone? Yeah, right. No,
Well,
I'll keep it in the party fund.
maybe,
Are
yeah.
you ready for the death you've earned, little man?
However, I think everybody should get a little bit off the top before it goes into the party fund.
100 each.
100 each.
Oh, okay, thank you.
100 each. Alright, so 700 gold from the funds to each person. Go ahead and add that to your sheet.
1900 left.
7? You mean 100?
Well, 700 gold total. There's 7
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
Big group.
Okay.
AGS is gold coins and VBN is banknotes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you want to use
Yeah.
AGS.
She's kind of looking at this sack she's been given of a lot of money.
Don't spend it all in one place.
I don't think.
Nah,
I
and then
could.
Vegas walks off to find the nearest like gambling den.
Alright,
Well, if you wish to get rid of it that quickly.
You don't even know what I'm about to come back with.
go ahead and make an investigation check for me, Gal.
I'll sniff it out.
Duo, in the same vein, can I look for the dodgiest looking bookshop that exists here in Soursport?
The dodgiest?
like the sort of most suspicious sort of back alley bookstore you've ever seen.
Investigation check as well.
Ugh.
Let's see. With a 12, looking around, you have trouble finding anything that would be considered shady by that any means. You do find a bookstore. It sells most common books you would read, just
Yeah.
basic literature. Nothing of the magical variety or occult.
Same sort of thing. We probably saw this place coming through the last time then.
Most likely.
Yeah. Alright.
Vegas with a 10, you search around for a little bit, and surprisingly do find a gambling den. There is a discount Venetian blackjack ring set up just outside the edge of Soursport.
Oh, don't mind if I do.
And go ahead and give me 3 performance checks, and we'll see how you do.
I'm not rolling like the actual card game.
No.
Alright, fair enough. 1. Better. Oh.
Alright. With those specific sets of rolls, you start off just getting warmed up. It takes a little bit. And then you win a good amount. You manage to procure 50 gold, and you press your luck, and end up losing about half of it. So you only come up with 25 gold.
Fair enough.
Hey,
I'm
better than
satisfied.
losing it all.
I was waiting for him to lose every fucking penny.
Same.
If you rolled a single nat 1, you probably would have busted.
I mean, what? I thought I was gonna do what I did with like Gilead, where I just fucking like went huge 3 rounds in a row and then left. But I didn't expect to have to make just like performance checks. That was, it was just straight rolls last time we played like Pontoon or whatever.
Well, that was very
Anyway.
improvised because I wasn't expecting you to start gambling given the situation that you were in at the time.
And nobody was expecting me to go fucking large. Anyway, that's it.
All in, all
So
the time, baby.
absolutely massive.
Speaking of
I
unexpected,
doubled down and I won.
I'm
Yes.
looking just for like standard adventuring gear. I actually arranged the shopping list.
All
Oh, wow.
right, hit me. What are you looking for?
All right, I'm looking for 2 whetstones, some soap, perfume, a bullseye lantern, a grappling hook, and a crowbar. And yes, this is from the 5e adventuring gear list. This is how I am. A grocery shop list when I shop.
I think you will be able to acquire all of those items over here in Cybersport, as there is a sizable group of like delvers that use the causeway to get in and out between the continents. So there is a sort of like a delving shop set up near the front, just before you leave Cybersport, that you could procure those items. Give me. Do you know what the total is listed for it by
Yes.
chance?
Oh, whoopsie, I forgot to include the total. It is 19 gold pieces and 4 copper.
Okay.
Well, 19 AGS and 4 copper, I guess.
Okay. Alright. Yeah, I would say you'll be able to acquire all those individual items if you want to go ahead and subtract the gold from your fund.
Ye-
Up to you how
All
you
right.
handle that copper.
Yeah, I can handle that.
Donate it to charity, baby.
Yeah. Alms. I'm donating the offshoot, so I have like 105 now.
So I guess most importantly, are we stocked up on like food and repair stuff in prep of going on a much more extended little trip than last one?
I was about to say, could I look to buy just a few more rations and then a couple of, like a week's worth of feed for the draft horses for the cart that I'm in?
Okay.
Yeah, it's a week journey, so we should probably get like 10 days of food and feed.
So about 10 days worth?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I've already got 10 days worth of rations. So yeah, just 10 days worth for the horses, since that's 5 days each. I'll pick that up.
I can also hunt us some food along the way.
Alright.
My horse, the horse that draws my wagon, has like eyeshadow and very flowy, like spa done hair. By the way,
You have 2 horses.
both of them have it. Then
But yes, let's see. You are able to, after a little bit of searching, as it's not almost immediate, but with the amount of travel and wagons that pull through here, everyone who is using horses or other animals do need to have feed for them. There's even some hitched up as well. You can acquire 10 days worth of feed for 10 gold.
Okay, yeah, I'll cover that.
Hey, is it all good if I get you an inventory list for next session? Because I am dozing out.
Yes, that's fine. We are nearing
Rad.
the end of the session, just as a heads up.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah, I was
about to
about to
wrap up
mention.
here shortly. I do have a supplies list, or a supplies token, that I can fill out between sessions as well, with some of the stuff that you
Sounds good.
acquired. But anyways, let's see. Is there anything else you were looking to procure?
Yeah, actually, we said we got the Rainwhite's tools, right?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. And what was the Tinker's tools were the others, right?
That is the other optional thing you could use.
So
They're
I don't
interchangeable.
have. Oh, they're interchangeable. Okay.
Yes, so if you have
Never
Tinker's
mind.
tools, you can use those. Otherwise, you would use Wainwright's.
Right. Okay. Then I wouldn't mind looking for somewhere that I can pick up a hooded lantern as well.
The Hooded Lantern? You
Yeah.
would go to the same shop as Charlotte.
And actually, I saw it's 10 gold as well. Okay. So I'll mark that off, and I can use plutonium to drop it on the sheet. Yeah.
That's already, yes.
I'll
Okay.
do that as well while I'm. Okay, that's me done.
Alright. Everyone have what they need?
Yep.
Alright. Just so I know, what's the planned route? Are we going across the Gentle Rock Rapids to get closer to Dole? Are we going around?
Do
Staying
we
on the
know
road.
do we know if there's like a road that has a bridge or like an established ford across the rapids?
I think asking around just before you end up leaving Soursport, you'll come across an alley cat who happens to know that there's a bridge that was built just around the edges of the forest to encourage people to take that rather than the rapids itself, because there's been too many incidents near what they refer to as the Eye of Darkness, which is a
Oh.
giant surprise whirlpool that is in the rapids.
You know there's a treasure at the bottom of that.
There's absolutely treasure at the bottom of that, or death. I'll take my
Yeah,
chance.
let's all go to Charybdis.
Yeah.
Let's file that away in mind for later.
Mm-hmm.
You could say a perfectly normal sentence like that, and I'm still thinking you're up to evil shit. You know that, right?
Hey, priests, let's end it with another survival check.
Here we go.
Oh boy, I'm good at these.
Also very
Here we
quick.
go.
Oh my god.
We will
We're
resolve
just
that
turning into a
next
comedy of
session.
errors.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
boy! So is that
good.
another day? Like getting into town was one day. This is another.
Yes, so this would be day 3 of travel.
Sorry for being very abrupt, but I am gonna dip.
Yeah.
That's again where we're ending it.
Yeah, just I know I'm ducking it a bit fast, so just
I
good night, folks.
Bye.
Good night.
gave him land vehicle proficiency too. Damn it.
It's not actually. Is your It's not adding your proficiency. Though.
Your proficiency would be what, +2? So a 5.
Yeah,
It's still
5.
low.
Phenomenal.
Yeah. Okay, folks. I'm gonna dip too. So thanks
Yeah,
for
I'm
the session.
outta
though.
here.
That was great.
Yep, mega.
Lovely as always.
I'm gonna-
Ciao.
Next week.
You'd
I'm gonna ask
love to
a
see it.
question
I'll
before I
see y'all
leave.
next week.
Before I
ahead.
vanish. Did we level?
No.
No!
It's
Oh,
not
we're
gonna
gonna
be-
have to work more than that.
It's not
did
gonna be
one
that
dungeon.
easy.
I know. I'm just messing around. Alrighty, take care. Bye.
Good
See
night.
y'all around.
Good night.